Alright, give me 1 second, everybody. Angel, what's the first? Yeah, give me 1 second. Oh, god damn it. Alright. Yes, thank you, phone. Thank you. Alright. Let me get it shared out again. Daniel with the second. Sorry about that, guys. Fucking my internet decided to crash on us, which is great. Hey, Spliff. Like I said, give me 1 second, guys. Post it in Discord, and we can get this one back up. Oh, we got Pat with the like. Thank you, Pat. We got Angel with the share as well. Like I said, 1 second, everybody. I did not mean for it to fucking crash. My internet, of course, decided to crash right there on us. So, unfortunately, uh, we did beat that raid though. We did beat that raid and went from there. Spliff says, I'm here. Welcome, Spliff. Welcome. Welcome back, Bearded Vet. Hey, Pat. Welcome back, Danielle. And welcome back, Angel. Luke with the like as well. Like I said, sorry about that, guy. We also got Bearded Vet with the like as well. Sorry about that, guys. My internet decided to crash on me. And how I was talking about earlier, like, if it's not one thing, it's another when it comes to this stuff. So I was like, great. Today of all days. Today of all days, it decides to crash. I don't even know what we had there for our last session. I want to say it was possibly an hour. We have Donovan with the like and Peyton with the like as well. Thank you, guys. So let's get back connected and continue. Colton says, I'm going to kill myself. Or, I'm sorry, Peyton says, I'm going to kill myself, lol. Found a shiny milk Kobe. That is the worst, bro. That is the worst. Luke says, I never did get to beat that fire kitty ray. It comes back in a couple of days, Luke. It comes back in a couple of days. And like I said, we will do those for the first 2 days, and then the last day of it, we'll be doing our Shiny Sunday event. Angel says, seems like the general theme of 2023 so far. Yeah, 2023, everything keeps messing up on me, unfortunately. And like I said, of course, today, of all days, when I'm trying to go longer today, for not streaming for 2 days, like, it just decides to crash on us, which I'm just like, awesome. And I also got an email from my internet company saying that it's not my fault that your internet crashed. Come on. Like, what the fuck? Ah, good God. Alright, 4-star. Okay, game. We don't need a 4-star. Let's go check out this dragon one. And just kind of go from there. And I hope like hell it doesn't crash again on us. Alright, so let's go over here. See what this one is. 3-star, of course. Alright. Hey, even though it was a mill one, man, I mean, it's still a shiny. Like, yeah, it's disappointing that it can't evolve, but still. I'm surprised, like, they didn't make, for later, I mean, I guess it makes sense why they didn't. They wanted to be harder on people. A mill, exclusive evolution, as well as female for both Combi and not Salazzle, but the first one. Pat says, I wasn't watching. Did you catch Shiny during Shiny Sunday? We were trying to hatch Cinderace for Shiny Sunday. We primarily gave out Shiny Pokemon because Shiny Sunday, we had a lot of people watching for Shiny Sunday. So we ended up primarily giving them to us, and plus, unfortunately, like, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but the hydraulics in my chair also gave out that day. So sitting in this chair for which it's already starting to hurt my back, of course, sitting in the chair, we didn't get to go as long as I normally like. We still went over 4 hours, but still, like, that's not as long as I wanted to go, but I couldn't handle the back pain anymore. Oh, goodness. But yeah, we ended up giving a lot of shiny Pokemon out. Angel says, hatch a perfect Charcadet, first egg, still have 40 left. Damn, very nice, Angel. Very, very nice. It's unfortunate that he has kind of a disappointing shiny, though. He's like Jigglypuff, where literally the only difference is his eyes change, which is unfortunate. Alright. 3-star, we don't need that. Only his eye. Yep, only his eyes. That's the only difference. He has blue eyes. That's legitimately his only difference, Angel. He is a cool Pokemon for sure, but such bad shiny, unfortunately. Kind of like how we play the show me your nose aspect when it comes to like Diglets when we see them in the wild. It's the same for him. Show me your eyes, and that's legitimately his only difference. I believe it's the same for his evolutions as well. Before you ask, I believe their eyes are the only thing that are different on them, which again is very, very lame. Hey, what's up, Jonathan? How are you doing today, dude? Jonathan with the like and the share. Thank you, Jonathan. There we go. 5-star. Pinch your chin. Electric. Terra type. Come on, game. Can we get a break today? Can we at least get a... Can we get at least one break today? There we go. I swear, today is just trying to curve stomp me in the dick today. Like, this week feels like it's just trying to curve stomp me in the dick. Alright, code is up. Angel says, hey, Jonathan. And Jonathan says, I'm good, Blake. Thanks. You're welcome, bro. And good to hear, my man. Good to hear. Alright. I want to make sure see if there's any reactions that I may have. Of course, we have Spliff and Angel with the heart. Thank you, guys. It is much appreciated. Jonathan says, and hi, Angel. Alright. So, I believe he is electric as well. So basically, it'd be like just having him normal for his Terra type. Angel says, good sir, I just noticed I do not have my mod status on this Facebook. I'll probably get it to you later, Angel. Like I said, right now I got 5 mods too. Jonathan says, ooh, pinch your chin. We got Bearded Vet back in. Welcome back, Bearded Vet. Pinch your chin's alright. I don't remember what his shiny looks like. I want to say it's blue, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, but we'll wait until it gets to the 45-second marker, and then we will get this one up and ready to go. So we got about 10 seconds left. Oh, goodness. Alright, so let's go ahead and do it. Angel says, no worries, LOL. I think I'm one of them on my other Facebook, but I'm phasing out of using that one since I got my old one back. No worries at all. No worries. Daniel says, I got your wifey 1 second. Donovan says, have you ever gotten a random shiny raid? No, we were just talking about that before before it crashed. Like, I have still not gotten a shiny raid yet, unfortunately. If we do get one, then that game will crash, and I'll make it so as many people can get it. Bane says his yellow has an orange mouth face instead of his yellow. Oh, okay, I thought he was just like a light blue. Son of a bitch. I didn't think that. Daniel says, damn, I was joining. LOL. My bad, Danielle. My bad. I didn't know. Alright, so let's see if we can belly drum to get our stuff up. Alright, let's play rough. There we go. God, that was a shit ton of damage. Alright, so he's probably gonna get at least back up to yellow-ish for his health. So let's see. Yep. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so we got rid of our belly drum, unfortunately. So I have to get that back. Alright, so let's see. Like I say, using my Esmeralda is not good for this raid. However, also using my Slowbro would not have been good either, due to them. I'm gonna die because of the fucking poison. I forgot I was poisoned. Not using a canoe surf first. Damn. It's all good though. It's all good. See if I can use my belly drum at the very least to do more damage. I'm pretty sure this one is over. Very close. We'll get a little bit of health back from our shell bell, but not too much. Damn. Yep, this one's over. Yeah, game. I know. That's alright. I'll get it back. Actually, I'll go ahead and we'll give away another Pokemon here in just a second. Before we do this one again. John says, curious question, why'd you bring his Merle? It's water and fairy. Which water is weak to relay? I just did. I just did, my man. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna get up the code to give out another shiny Pokemon. Because why not? Alright, so that's the code. Angel says bad play. I mean, Angel, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But that is the code. I'll give everybody here a second to get the code in to be able to get it in. In 1 second, everybody. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. So let's go ahead and give out another shiny Pokemon. So 3, 2, 1, start searching, and good luck, everybody. Oh, all right, we got Angel with a win. Angel, who would you like, good sir? Like I said, they're all shiny in here. I went ahead and moved all of the non-shiny boys over to a different box. So we are good for that. Great. All right. So congratulations, Angel. I already know who Danielle's gonna pick if she wins one. She's probably gonna pick Kevin Bacon. She was talking about wanting him last time. Johnson says, yep, I would have brought my Bella, which is the name of my shiny female Mudsdale. She'll be unaffected by electric, but might be good if might be bad if Pinscher Chan has a water, grass, or ice type. It does. It does have a. It does have one. Angel said I had a chance to try. Wait, was that shiny? I honestly could not tell. Hang on, because I was just about to move from the box. Let me check. That is shiny. Okay, I did not know that. So we will definitely give him away as well. But yeah, he has a. He does in fact have a water move, Jonathan. So let me go ahead and let me look to see what I have for Pokemon. Actually, I do have one that could work. I just don't know where the hell he is. Let me check his summary because I don't know what he has. Yeah, we'll use them. This was the Iron Hands that Byron gave us, which is a raid ready one. That he gave us for when he got his shiny as well. Angel says, my personal shiny find, not good stats, but shiny nonetheless. It is much appreciated, Angel. And like I said, we'll give that away to somebody here on in the community, without a doubt. All right. So Code is up, so we're gonna try him once again, everybody. All right, so we got Danielle in. Welcome back, Danielle. So with this one, if I'm not mistaken, he does have belly drum on him as well, so we could use belly drum and drain punch. I think he also has ice punch as well as like his electric hand move. Like I said, Byron gave it to us after he got his shiny one from a shiny Sunday, and he said he's ready, so which is fantastic. So I don't have to do any kind of stat changes to him. So big thank you to Byron. All right, so yeah, we did in fact. I was checking earlier too when I was on my phone. We did in fact get an hour earlier. So this one we will go for 2 hours. We'll go until it like hits noon, and then that'll be enough for that. Well, we got an hour and a half, so it'll be about a 3.5 hour session. Because, like I said, I have some cleaning that I have to do off stream. Everybody. All right, so wait until it gets to the 45-second marker, and then go from there, everybody. Like I said, once we get to a certain point, I am going to start shiny hunting. All right, so let's go ahead and start doing this one. All right. Wild Charge, that was the other ability. Or the other move, I couldn't remember what it was called. But yes, we did that. And so now we can start using Drain Punch to get some health. But that did some good damage with that. This is my first time actually using Iron Hands. It didn't let me in. No worries, Beard of that. We'll get it back up. Well, if we fail it again, we'll get it back up. If not, we will go find a new one, my man. Like I said, I can never tell who's trying to get back in or not, but I always wait until the 45-second marker on my end, and then go ahead and ready it up because I feel like that gives everybody enough time to get into the thing without having to wait the entire time. All right, so we got rid of our belly drum, but that's okay because we can get it back up. Yeah, Iron Hands is not bad, honestly. The one that Byron here gave us for it. All right, so let's go ahead and do Drain Punch again. Yeah, belly drum with Drain Punch is not bad at all, honestly. And plus, since this is a electric type Pokemon, like Thunder is not doing really anything to us. Even if he uses Rain, it will not matter. And we still got plenty of time for this one as well, which is great. Quark Dry. Oh, okay. I did not know what his ability was. I never looked. Alright, so his shield's almost broke. Like I said, when it comes, I don't think I mentioned it, but today for shiny hunting with the sandwich, we're gonna try Sandy Shocks again to go ahead and get him nice and complete. Because we only have 3 more that we have to catch in our name for Paradox Pokemon in this game, which is Sandy Shocks, Slitherwing, and Roaring Moon. However, Daniel already gave us a Slitherwing, so we don't have to go for him for a while. We might save him for last. But when it comes to the other two, like, they are gonna take us a while to be able to get, unfortunately. Alright, there we go. So I don't need to catch him, so let's see what we got from this one. Again, no Herba Mystica, but that is okay. Alright, so let's go get another 5-star up and go from there, everybody. Alright, I think we've already checked that one, so we need to start checking. Yeah, we need to start, hang on, checking here in the snow area. Alright. Jonathan says, thanks to another streamer, and you, I finally have all 8 exclusive Scarlet, wait, I have all 8 Scarlet exclusive Paradox Pokemon. Nice, bro. Very, very nice. Alright, there we go. There's a 5-star. So let's go ahead and get this one up and ready to go. Alright, there we go. Code is up, everybody. Very, very nice, Jonathan. John says, they aren't shiny, but I'm happy. You are me, Jonathan. We will have shiny Paradox Pokemon as well for Shiny Sunday. As well as there won't be shiny, but they will be in the game, which are the box legendary Pokemon, both Koraidon and Miraidon. They'll both be available to us for the game. And what did my phone go off for? Pokemon Go, of course. Okay, cool. Thanks, Pokemon Go. Like I said, I keep these raids up until the 45-second. I wish my phone would shut up. Pokemon Go, go away. We got Danielle back in. Welcome back, Danielle. Like I said, I always keep these up until it hits 45 seconds on the timer for me. So if you guys watching out there see me like ready up in the game, that means like, hey, we're good on time. Let's go ahead and get this ready to go. We got Christian with the like. Thank you, Christian. Or we got Christian with the share. I'm sorry, not the like. My bad. Thank you so much for the share. And how are you doing today, bro? Ooh, Danielle's using Tinkety Pinkety. Hi, what's up, Christian? How are you doing today, dude? Alright, so we got 5 seconds to start this one. So let's go ahead and get it up. There we go. Alright. Oh, it's shiny, too. Like I said, if we ever shiny hunt for one, I'm going to name it Mjolnir. Belly drum. Daniel says it's 20-second delay on my end for those trying to. Okay, then I'll go ahead and let the timer in for today. Thank you for telling me, Daniel, because I did not know that, so my bad for that. Christian says just drinking. So what is soju? I don't know what that is. At least I don't think. Alright, damn, he's already paralyzed too. Jonathan says, I watched an official Pokemon video on Facebook. Apparently, in the future, there will be DLC that includes 2 legendary Paradox Pokemon, one for Violet and one for Scarlet. I have not seen this yet. I'll have to go look at the Pokemon page for it. Like I said, I was pretty sure that they were going to do DLC again. Because last generation, when they did DLC for the game, it actually did very, very well. And a lot of people liked it better than the actual base game for Sword and Shield, which I really, really like the Isle of Armor DLC. That was probably my favorite out of the 2 that came out. The Crown Tundra was pretty good. It wasn't too bad, but I don't know. The story for the Isle of Armor was just way, way better to me. Like, it had a lot more going for it. But yeah, they didn't add as many new Pokemon for it. They only added literally 2 new Pokemon. However, I just found it to be really, really fun and enjoyable. John says, well, it's because the DLC for Sword and Shield was so successful. That is true. Like, originally, Pokemon Company did admit to this. They were thinking about just doing a 3rd game for Sword and Shield. However, because of the fan feedback from Sword and Shield, which I didn't mind Sword and Shield, I thought it was fun. They decided instead, like, just to do a DLC add-on for it, which probably worked way, way better in their favor, honestly, than doing a 3rd entry like they have in the past. So, I'm not sure if we'll ever get a 3rd installment for a game, like how we used to, like, say, for example, Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Platinum, yeah, what was another one? Those are the only 2 that come to my mind right now. But anyways, like, I doubt we'll ever get a 3rd installment to one, or, like, pretty much sequels to it, like how we did with Ultra Sun and Moon, or, Black and White 2. But, I mean, it's always a possibility to be able to do that. But for right now, I feel like they're going to just do, DLC for a good long while. Alright, for this session, we have officially been live for 30 minutes. We got Simon with the like. Good morning, Simon. How are you doing today, dude? Simon says hello, Blake. Hey, man. Simon, I know you are not part of the Discord, but as a catch-up for you, Monday I was having some severe stomach and back issues, which is why we didn't stream Monday. No Urban Mystica. And Tuesday, there was some repairs being done that made it so it was way too loud and noisy. And it would have been annoying, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to take tomorrow off as well. Jonathan says, if I remember correctly, Paradox Suicune is going to be Scarlet exclusive, and Paradox Verizon is going to be Violet exclusive. Like I said, I'll have to watch the video later, because I have not heard anything about it. And I want to make sure, and like I said, I want to personally make sure that, you know, it was actually an official video for it, as opposed to a fan website, you know. Like, I'm not doubting you at all, Jonathan. It's just like, if I haven't seen it or like 100% confirmed it, then I can't necessarily confirm it for the community itself. Simon says, yes, my back and my stomach are doing a lot better today. It's just other stuff that's going on right now, and it's got me, like I say, it's got me stressed out, unfortunately. And more stress was added on, especially like when it came to my internet completely crashing. And because this is our 2nd session of today, like, internet crashed, unfortunately. And it just added on. So, alright, so Danielle said that we have about a 26-second delay, unfortunately, for today's session. I don't know why it's that bad. So we'll keep it up until it hits about 10 seconds, and then I'll ready up. So that way, everybody's good for it. Which, I didn't know about that, so my apologies to everybody for that. Like, I can't tell most of the time, like, how far behind the stream is. When it comes to... John says, well, I can't confirm it either. I was just doing it based off my memory. No, you're good, Jonathan. You're good. It was like, here's the thing. I never, ever take rumors or anything like that too seriously. uh, or anything. Like, yeah, it's a rumor, so it's fun to speculate, but I always go for 100% confirmation for anything. For games, movies, manga, all that sort of stuff. Like, it's fun to theorize, like I said, but when it comes to like, especially since being like a big Pokemon community here, like I always have to go based off the facts rather than like, than any type of rumor or anything like that. Because like, even though you said like you saw it on the Pokemon's actual website for Facebook, I haven't seen anything pop up for it myself yet, so I'm gonna have to wait to watch it before I could concrete confirm to the community itself that it's 100% legitimate. And like I said, we'll keep this because of the fact our delay is so bad right now. We'll keep it up until about 10 to 15 seconds before I ready up and get the raid ready to go. Also, I want to check to make sure that I did not miss any sort of reactions. I have Christian with the heart, and we also have Jonathan with the heart. Thank you guys so much for that. Again, if I don't see your guys' reactions immediately, it's because it does not pop up on the activity feed. So I always try to get it up later on as we go. We got Danielle back in. Welcome back, Danielle. It's like I had mentioned this on stream before, but there's yeah, you guys know I like watching like different Pokemon based things on YouTube as well. However, there's one person who's a Pokemon YouTuber that I can't stand due to the fact that his information is so wrong and the way he just treats his audience and stuff like that, like they're dumb. He just kind of knows me. He's a YouTuber. I don't remember his name off the top of my head, and plus I won't say his name anyways, but for years and years and years, like 4 years running, every time like Pokemon Company was about to make a direct, he would always say like, "Oh man, this is the year. We're gonna get Diamond and Pearl remakes. We're gonna get Diamond and Pearl remakes," and like every single year, and it got on my nerves. And then when it finally happened, of course, everybody wanted Diamond and Pearl remakes for a long time, but as soon as it happened, they were complaining. And so was he saying, "Oh, but man, guys, they're gonna bring back Mega Evolutions. They're gonna bring back Z moves for it without any kind of concrete information." And it's like it would have been different had the guy said like, "I wonder if they're gonna bring these back," but he was trying to say it as if it was factual for it, which got on my nerves. Not only that, he stole other people's content. All right, we got Bearded Vet back in as well. Welcome back, Bearded Vet. So yeah, when it comes down to it, I never go based off of rumors or theories or anything like that. I go based off the actual facts for anything. All right, so let's go ahead and get this raid started. John says, "I can't confirm it either. I'm very sus of the rumor because I'm feeling it might have been a fan." But yeah, see, that's my point right there. It could have been fan made for, even though you saw it on Facebook. Like I say, it could have been a fan made Pokemon one. Like I said, on YouTube they have a fan made trailer for Pokemon Legends Johto, which looks incredible. Don't get me wrong, but it's fan made. Like I would have loved for that to have been real because it had like Shadow Lugia and Shadow Ho-Oh for it. It looked incredible, but they didn't even try to trick people into thinking it was real. It just said fan made. So like if somebody were to like save it and try to upload it to a different fan site, they could literally say, "Oh man, look what got slated for this release or that." It's like that's why I never go based off of rumors because it's it gets annoying after a while. Because kind of thing with too, the same YouTuber, in fact, when uh, when the DLC trailer had got announced for Sword and Shield, he kept going on and on about them bringing back Mega Evolution. I knew they weren't going to bring him back. Like it made sense why they want to bring him back. They were on Gigantamax Pokemon. We did get some new ones, but and his audience kept calling him out like, "Oh, so what happened to those Mega Evolutions being back?" And like if you looked at the comment section the next day, they deleted all those comments about it, getting rid of any negative feedback. It was like, oh, you little bastard. It'd be like saying that they're gonna bring back Z moves and raids. Like, it wouldn't make any sense. Alright, so he's almost. Luckily, Breloom is a very, very easy Pokemon to defeat. I just remembered the YouTuber's name, too. It just dawned on me. Like I said, I'm not going to say his name. But still, I did. Excuse me. I just remembered his name. Like, there, when it comes to like people like speculating for different things, one person I definitely respect for the Pokemon community with that deck, because he does his research and he goes by play-by-plays for it, is Austin John Plays. Like, when the Sword and Shield DLC got announced, for example, he went back and looked at like every single frame for it and made some speculations and also like confirmed what Pokemon we would be getting back with it. He didn't do any rumor type things or anything like that. And I remember specifically, like in the trailer, we got it showed like the Galarian birds, but at the time we didn't know that they were Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. He said like he saw the similarities to them, but he wasn't in fact sure if they were just brand new Pokemon or if they were a Galarian version of the Cantonian birds, which made a lot of sense why he did it like that. But like I said, Austin John Plays like for content when it comes to like stats for Pokemon and other games like that, it definitely helps. And if he gets something wrong or something changes like over time, he corrects himself or fixes it without a doubt. Like when this game came out, there was a lot that he was doing, like putting out tons of videos daily for these games, and like finding out new information. And oh, there we go, 5-star Tyranitar, and everything like that. So I was literally watching pretty much all those videos to know like how to do shiny hunts, what the returning Pokemon were, how to evolve the new Pokemon, all this other sort of stuff. So it took a lot of research doing that when it came down to it, and also people here in the community themselves have found out stuff that I didn't know. In fact, that have actually been proven true. Without a doubt, like for example, like what the percentage of getting Herba Mystica without the raid sandwich, like what that was, because like somebody's telling me, like for example, 6-star raids, you had a 68% chance. I was like, okay, I'll look it up for myself and make sure that's correct, and it absolutely was. And I was like, all right, sweet. We got Danielle back in. Welcome back, Danielle. Johnson says it could be official because I was reading the Violet book in library on Pokemon Violet, and one of the pages was showing Paradox Virizion, which was drawn by one of the expedition members. Drew it. Like I said, I will go back later on today, most likely. We also got Bearded Vet back in. See if there is a video for it. On the Pokemon website to 100% confirm, because like they still need to update this game more to fix it, which they are aware of the bugs and glitches for this game, so they definitely need to fix it. Like they made an effort with the first one, but there's still like tons of issues with the game, especially for frame rates as well as crashes. And something tells me, you guys know how we do like the shiny sandwiches, right? Where if we don't get anything, the game crashes. Something tells me that in a later on update, and this is just this is just something like that seems like Game Freak would do. After you make a sandwich, I feel like they're gonna do like an auto save type of thing, like as soon as you're done making the sandwich. Again, that's just an idea of mine. It's just a theory because it sounds like something Game Freak would do. Because patch certain things like that out before in certain games, for example, in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, you used to be able to clone your Pokemon in a really, really easy way, and they patched that out, unfortunately. And same with and then, again, people found a different way to do it, so eventually they made it so that you just can't trade your clone Pokemon at all. Johnson says, well, you could read the Scarlet book in the library. Scarlet cover to cover. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Alright, so let's go ahead and belly drum. And like I said, just take that with a grain of salt. It's just something I feel like Game Freak would definitely do to make the game just a little bit harder for us when it comes to shiny hunting. Because they have nerfed shiny hunting methods before as well. They did in Arceus, without a doubt. They gave us a different way, but they also nerfed the old way of doing it. Alright, so he stole some of our orb charge, that's fine. Alright, so already has a shield up, which is fine. John says, because I'm pretty sure there's a Paradox Suicune on one of the pages, Expedition member. Like I said, I'll check it out later, man. I will check it out later. Goodness, why is this rock slide doing so much damage to us? Angel says, right. Right for what, Angel? Of course we missed. So we're gonna, yep, we're gonna die, but that's alright. That was our first death. Actually, it looks like the hybrid of all three legendary. I mean, like I said, we'll probably get DLC later on. Oh, I know what you're. Okay, wait, no, I know what you're talking about now. I know what I have seen that for the book. A lot of people have put different theories out there for what exactly this Pokemon could be. Some people think like again, these are rumor based things, that it's a mixture of all of the legendary beasts into one for a fourth one, kind of like how we got in Legends Arceus for the Weather Trio. Some people think it's Suicune, some people think it's Entei, some people believe it's Raikou, and then also some people believe it might be a. Of course, I missed. Don't kill me. Okay, you didn't kill me. And some people believe that it is a all new Pokemon in general, or not only an all new Pokemon, but possibly a cut Pokemon that they did not have time to put into the game. All right, don't catch. Jonathan says, I think it's because Sandstorm. I think it powers up Rock and Ground. Gotcha. We got Tristan with the like. What's up, Tristan? How you doing today, dude? Alright, so no Urban Mystica from that one as well. Tristan with the Notify and the follow, which Tristan has been following for 24 days. Much love to you, Tristan. Jonathan says to Angel, and Paradox Verizon looks hybrid of all four Swords of Justice. Well, here's the thing. We already have a fourth one for the Swords of Justice Pokemon, which is Keldeo. A lot of people forget that he was one for the Swords of Justice. Good evening. How have you been, Tristan? How have you been, brother? Which you can, in fact, a lot of people forget this too. You can, in fact, catch Keldeo in Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. Like, you have to catch the three swords, which I haven't caught him yet, just for the fact I wanted all three Swords of Justice shiny. You have to catch all three of them in your game, return to a certain spot. We also have Tristan with share, much love. You have to catch all three of them in the game. You can't just have three like in past Pokemon games. And then he'll appear in the world, but Keldeo is shiny locked, unlike Verizon. Verizon, and the other two. I can't remember their names off the top of my head right now. The Swords of Justice Pokemon, pretty much. You have to catch all them. Then you are good to go. Alright, so we got a couple feathers. We're trying to look for another 5-star raid. And like I said, here in a little bit, I will... Okay, I had to check that gold deck out. Like, my eyes are playing tricks on me. I will, in fact, be doing a shiny hunt for Sandy Shocks. Okay, so notes in that. Tell you one game I'm definitely looking forward to coming out that we are going to play here on the channel is Tears of the Kingdom. I absolutely love Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom I feel like is going to be just as amazing as Breath of the Wild, and we're just going to have a fun time with it. I know there are. I've refused to watch them. I just watched like the trailers for the game, but there's a lot of fan theories out there for Tears of the Kingdom due to the fact that Nintendo themselves confirmed that the title for the game indeed has a spoiler in it. So I don't know what the spoiler is, which is why like they just called it Breath of the Wild 2 for the longest time, as opposed to giving us the official name. So I don't know what we're gonna throw down a quick save too. I don't know what. Oops. I don't know what the spoiler is supposed to be, but I'm trying my best to avoid any and all rumors and things like that, because there are a ton of videos out there. And the reason I know there's a ton of videos out there is my brother, who also happens to be a huge Legend of Zelda fan, he asked me if I've watched any of them, and I was like, no, I'm trying to go into the spoiler free. He's like, well, I watched some of them, and some of them make way too much sense. And I'm like, well, do not tell me any of them, because if any of those are true, and you tell me, I will punch you and probably cry. Like, for people who know me, they know one thing that I absolutely hate, and that it bugs me. It really, really bugs me when people do this, is spoilers. I hate spoilers for anything, especially if it's something I want to watch or play. I absolutely hate them. Damn, of course it has to be a 4-star. I'll get this one. Like, they are not fun to me. And unfortunately, I've been spoiled so many damn times when it comes to stuff. Like, it's something, unfortunately, I can't seem to avoid. Like, for example, there was one day, Danielle and I were streaming. I don't remember whose page it was on, but we were talking about Stranger Things, because the fourth season, I still haven't watched season 4, so please, no spoilers for it. And at the time, I've only watched season 1 and 2 because they had Blu-ray and DVDs out of them. So I was like, okay, avoided all the spoilers for season 3. And then somebody comes in and was like, "Oh man, did you see the? You remember what happened to this in season 3?" I'm like, "Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Tell me that is a fake spoiler." And nope, it was a real one. I was so mad. I was so mad. This person messaged me after that stream and apologized. I absolutely refused to message them back. I was so mad. Danielle says, "Yep, yep." Danielle knows for a fact I hate spoilers. And one of the last things I really got spoiled on, that really bugged me as well too, for gaming wise, was Resident Evil 8 had just came out. It had been like 2 days. And I had gotten a copy like the second or third day the game came out. But anyways, that same day, someone had spoiled the ending for me of the game, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So I already knew how the game was gonna end. I was so annoyed with it. Ah, 4 star. We're gonna check out this one. Payne says I can't stand spoilers. Dude, same. I absolutely hate spoilers. Like, I remember this was years ago, mind you, because this game's been out for years. Mass Effect 3. For those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and was waiting for the third game to come out. It was out for about a week, but I wasn't able to get a copy of it for like another 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And so I was hanging out with one of my cousins that I don't hang out with anymore because like he really changed as we got older. He got the game day one, and I told him and warned him like, "Hey, do not spoil anything for this game for me." What does he do but spoil it? He didn't spoil the ending for me, thank fuck, but he spoiled something that was actually kind of major to the story. I was so mad that I slapped him. I was so mad. I was like, "Bro, what the fuck? I told you, do not spoil shit for me." I went, "Bah! Why can't you be shiny? Why can't you be shiny?" I was so mad about that spoiler. Which now, I don't remember what it was now because it's been a long time since I played the game. But yeah, I smacked him a little bit because of how mad I was. He also tried to spoil another game for me too, Gears of War 3, because that came out the same year. I was like, "Bro, shut up. Stop trying to spoil shit for me." Also, fun fact, Sir Chester, fellow friend and streamer, I'm not sure how many people remember this, but years ago, for the Xbox 360, back when they were doing Connect stuff, yeah, he was in the commercial for it. And when he first told me that, I was saying, yeah, sure you were, buddy, sure you were. But he was like, "No, seriously, I was in the commercial for it, for the Mass Effect 3 Connect thing." And so he brought it up and paused the exact moment that he was in it. And I was like, "What?" And yeah, he was. He was actually in the commercial for it, which I thought was really cool. And so, like, he told me the story. I'm not gonna say the story on stream about it because it's his story. But I thought that was so cool. Of course, I geeked out about it. I was like, "Oh my god, I would have loved to have been there." But I thought it was really cool because like Daniel says he sure did. Yeah, like that was so cool. And of course, him and I were geeking out about Mass Effect because he's also a huge Mass Effect fan, and Daniel's just like, "Nerds." But yeah, it was so cool because like when he said it, I'm sure everybody has heard this at least once. Like those kids that go like, "Oh yeah, well my uncle works for Nintendo." Like that's what I thought of until he proved it to me. I'm like, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have doubted you." But I was super. I thought that was really cool. Like he doesn't mention that a lot, but I think he should. Like it was super neat because, like I said, Mass Effect is one of my favorite franchises. Like A lot of people didn't like Mass Effect Andromeda. I liked it. I thought it was good. Was it the best one? No. Like, was it still a pretty good game? Yeah, it was still a pretty good game. And I'm definitely looking forward to the fourth one. Like, all we have is a trailer right now and confirmation that they are working on it. But I know for a fact, actually, wait, that's exclusive. We'll go ahead and do this one. I know for a fact that they are in fact coming out with new Dragon Age, which I don't remember the actual full title for. It's the fourth Dragon Age game. They're coming out with that before Mass Effect 4. I've never been a Dragon Age fan. I tried getting into it, but that series is just not for me. But Mass Effect, like, absolutely loved it. In fact, like, when the Legacy Edition came out, they came with like all the with all the games remastered, as well as the DLC. I got that 2021 Black Friday for like $20, and I went through the first game so fast. I remembered everything for it. But the only thing that sucked was one of the DLC, which was on the first game, that it wasn't even a major story one or anything like that, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, BioWare does not have that one anymore. We got Jeff back in. Welcome back, Jeff. Um, the first game, which Ryan himself, Sir Chester, he forgot about it too, and I was like, yeah, when they tried porting it over to the PlayStation 3, they legitimately lost all the data for it because of trying to convert it over. It just got deleted, which sucked. But again, it wasn't that major one. A lot of people forget that. Peyton says, been dying for a Dragon Age, dude. I love it so much. I like Mass Effect 2, though. See, I tried to get into Dragon Age. The problem was I started off with the worst one, or at least the worst one according to everybody, which was the second game. I tried doing that one, and everyone's like, that's the worst one. You should have started off with the first one or Inquisition. And after playing it, I just wasn't a fan of the combat in it or the lore for it, so it just wasn't for me at all. And we've been live on this one for 1 hour, so we've been live for 2.5 hours. We got Bearded Vet back in. Welcome back, Bearded Vet. Like I said, this is an exclusive, Escaro exclusive Pokemon, so we'll go ahead and do this one. Because you never know, somebody might need it. Pate says, yeah, the first one is definitely the best one. Yeah, that's what I heard. A lot of people said they like it's between that one and Inquisition for the best ones. Which I watched some gameplay of Inquisition, and I will say the gameplay for that one looked definitely better. For it, it's just I don't know. I just couldn't get into Dragon Age. It just was not for me. Bear Vet says they need to remake Legend of Dragoon. Yes, I agree. That would be a really good one to remake. Wasn't trying to think. There's another game that man, what Beta Vet, you reminded me of it. I can't remember the name of it. But it gets remastered. It's on everything now. I'll have to look up the name of it. There's a game that has like a cult following that started on the 360 and PlayStation 3 days. And I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but apparently, like, it didn't do too well sales wise, but then after a while, it got a really good following and has been put on like all different types of consoles since then. I think it was a 360 exclusive at the time, but I'll have to check out what the name is. I have a copy of it somewhere. But yeah, Legend of Dragoon would be a great game to have remastered. Peyton says finally got the shiny Fido. Hey, congratulations, Peyton. Now you got to go after that Happini, bro. There are a lot of games though I would love for them either to make a sequel to, or just straight up make like a remake of it. Like one game series I feel like could work really, really well as a brand new game is honestly a brand new Super Mario RPG. Like I that that one was really good. I would also like to see like the Mother slash Earthbound series make a comeback as well. Like not even a new game because apparently the creator of it, he had stated that Mother 3 is in fact the end of it, but it never got put over here in America, unfortunately. Like, I would love to see all three games as a collection for the Switch. I would definitely buy that. Payne says, "Yeah, can't wait for Shiny Happini." I can tell your sarcastic enthusiasm from here, bro. Like, there's a lot of games like that I would love, love, love to have remastered or just a copy of it for my personal collection. Like, I'd really love to see Ocarina of Time 3D as well as Majora's Mask 3D make their way over to the Switch. Like, not only are they very pretty, but they are very, very nostalgic for me. Like, yeah, we have Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the N64 emulator, but I'm not paying a lot of money just to play N64 games when I could go buy the game itself and play it on the original hardware. I said stupid squirrel. Okay, so we don't need that one. Let's go check out this one. We have our 6-star up too. Which we haven't done 6-star in a while, so if this one isn't in, if this one isn't a 5-star, we'll go do our 6-star for the day. If we don't defeat it, then I will get a shiny hunting stuff up. Alright, so let's check this one out. Okay, we'll do it. I'm gonna change Pokemon though to our Iron Hands. Challenges group, and there we go. Ooh. Alright, so while that code is up, in fact, I'm gonna go grab some ibuprofen really quick for my back. Guys, so give me 1 second and I will return. Get those codes up. Ow. Alright. I really hate this chair right now. We got Bearded Vet back in. Welcome back, man. Right, there we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, goodness. Like I said, after this 5-star, we'll probably get up our 6-star raid for the day and then go do some shiny hunting. Peyton, watch you catch that shiny Happini that was super fast. Like, that would be insane, bro. Hey, what's up, Ray? How are you doing today, bro? Alright. So, yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll wait till it hits at least 30 seconds and then get this one up. Alright. Let's do this. We're doing some raids though, Ray. Doing some raids, and we're gonna be doing a shiny sandwich to hopefully get our sandy shocks today. I almost could not say that word. Check. Okay, we're good. Payne says, what shiny are you gonna look for today? We're gonna do Sandy Shocks again in hopes of getting him good and ready to go. Because like we still need him, and we also might do a dragon one to see if we can get Roaring Moon shiny. Like those two, I definitely need for it. There we go. That did some damage. Because like we're only missing 3 Paradox Pokemon to shiny hunt. Payne says, never mind, you said, oh no, you're good, bro. You're good. You might have missed it for all I know. I'll send my luck for him your way. Dude, you got super lucky on him when we did him last time. Like, did you end up getting 1 or 2 of them? I can't remember. I know you ended up at least getting 1, but I want to say you caught 2 of him. Like I said, we need Slitherwing as well, but not as much, especially since Danielle gave us one. That's something Boob. I don't remember what. I just remember Boob. Ray says, awesome. Off for more today. Very nice, bro. Very nice. Of course, I got the hiccups now. Payne says 2. Okay, yeah. I figured it was 2. I just could not for the life of me remember how many you caught that day. I know. I knew it was at least 1 that you obtained. Ray says, how was your Scream Tail shiny? Actually really good, Ray. We ended up getting 2 of those guys, that day we did them. And so we ended up having 3 at one point, but I gave my first one over to Danielle, because she likes the shiny Paradox Pokemon better than me. We also got Brute Bonnet, Ray, right as the sandwich ended, like the last second. Peyton says, 1 like in the beginning and another right before the sandwich ended. Dude, that is, like I said, you're always getting lucky, Peyton, when it comes to the shiny Pokemon. Alright, so he was a super easy defeat. Alright, so I don't need to catch him, but let's see if we got some Urban Mystica. No, but we did finally get another rare item. We got an ability capsule. Alright, so we are going to go get our 6-star one-up. Try it for a couple of times, and then we will possibly shiny hunt. So it's a ground type. If I can... No. I am not moving it over at all. The game's just like, oh, you mean this? Like, no game. I'm trying to go over here. Alright, so yeah, let's get this 6-star ready to go, everybody. Again, I hate the climbing mechanic in this game. It is not great. Oop, go away. Okay. So let's see who it is. Like I say, it's ground type, but it also always depends on the Pokemon itself. Alright, so let's see. Oh, it's Orthmore. Oh yeah, we could totally do this one. We could totally do him. This is my first time actually seeing Orthworm in a 6-star raid. So this one should not be too bad. So like I said, after we defeat him, or try to at the very least, we will in fact get a shiny sandwich to go for Shandy Shocks. Because like I said, for people wondering, like, typically we only do shiny hunts on Sundays. However, like I've been seeing like a lot of you guys in the community, like your awesome shiny hunts and everything like that, and it has me going like, man, I need to get back on top of it. So we still do raids, and like towards the end, we do shiny hunts during like our regular schedule. We got Bearded Vet back in. Welcome back, Bearded Vet. And we got room for two more. And again, guys, it does not matter how old or how new you are to the community. Everybody here is welcome to do these. I'm going to check to make sure there are no reactions that I personally cannot see. Nope, we are good. We got Jeff back in. Welcome back, Jeff. And we got room for one more person. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm looking at my phone too. It looks like I have about a 15-second delay, which is not it. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's definitely our worst. For we got Ray with the like in the share. Much love to you, Ray. Like I said, typically the best you can get on Facebook Gaming is about 6 second delay, 6 to 10 seconds, which isn't too bad. And so 15 seconds, like it's not too terrible, but it's the worst that we've had in a while. I'm thinking it's because of the fact that that our internet here crashed and messed everything up. So that's possibly why, because I didn't reset my computer either for it. All right, so let's go ahead. All right, we'll go ahead and ready up and get this raid started. Beardavet says I'm about 6 seconds. Jeff says I'm seeing 7 seconds delay from stream away. Seeing my game. Okay, so all right, so it's just my end that's being like 15 seconds, which is really good. Thank you guys for telling me. Like I said, I can never always tell like where it is for the delay unless like I have it up side by side, and depending on the device too will also kind of depend on it. So either way though, it is all good. Alright, so let's do this, guys. Alright, so we're going to belly drum and then liquidation him. Of course it failed, because Sandstorm's already there. Okay, Coil, if I remember right, is a poison move. But it's one that boosts stuff. Alright, so let's use liquidation. Ooh, our play rough might actually be better. I want to see how much damage our play rough does as opposed to our liquidation. Oh shit. That didn't do as much as I thought it was going to do. Still did some damage. So let me use play rough. See what that does. Thank you to whoever healed right there. And it's about the same. Yeah, so it looks to be about the same amount of damage for both play rough and liquidation. So that's alright. So we'll use liquidation again. Good thing about this Orthworm though, like for anybody who catches him during this raid, is the fact that he will possibly have 5 out of 6 for his IV stuff. So if you look for a good Orthworm, he will be the one for it. I unfortunately died. That's alright though. That's alright. We haven't done a 6-star raid in quite a while. Let's see. I'm thinking too, I could also use. No, because Berserker Steel type, he'll get hurt from Earthquake really, really badly. Damn. Okay, so yeah, he's doing more damage now. Okay, so Liquidation after Belly Drum. Yeah, that's not doing anything now because of the shield, but that's alright. We'll keep trying him for a little bit. Use SmackDown. What about versus Raw? Oh, no, wrong move. There we go. Ooh. Of course I missed. Hey, what's up, Sue? How are you doing today, dude? Alright, so Liquidation again. Of course he keeps missing. Jeff says I can't get even get an attack in. It's all good, bro. It's all good. I can't either. Sue says great. Good to hear, Sue. Good to hear. Uh-oh. I think his defense fell a little bit. That's not going to matter because we're going to have to get this one back up. It's all good, though. GG's, guys. Like I said, we haven't done a 6-star in a while. I forgot how tough they could be. Not dying at the end again. Jeff says, little prick didn't like my brain. That he did not. That he did not. I'm just glad I have him shiny. He was one I really, really wanted shiny during a shiny Sunday. And we ended up actually catching him, which I'm very, very glad we did. Alright. Ooh, my neck. Alright, so we'll get this one back up. We'll try him probably 1 or 2 more times. And go from there. Angel says you're gonna have to trade so many Pokemon in the next couple days. Yeah, I gotta make sure I have enough to be able to trade too, because now it's you, Danielle, Liam, and possibly Byron as well, giving us Pokemon for Shiny Sunday. I was like, oh my god. Like I said, they keep getting bigger and bigger each and every week, which is fantastic because each and every week too we have more and more people always watching for it, which is not a bad thing at all. As long as we have at least, like I said, about 2 boxes worth, like how we did last week, that is where it goes for. We got, oh, excuse me. I don't know what's going on right now. We got Sue in. Welcome, Sue. We got Danielle back in. Welcome back, Danielle. And we got room for one more. Angel says hatch those eggs during shiny hunt. Oh god, I don't want to. I say I'm trying to save those eggs for when we do shiny Sunday, so I don't have to get more. So I have at least one thing less to do without a doubt. Hi, Byron. Byron says, "Oh, now you stream when I can't watch." What's up, Byron? How are you doing today, dude? And we got Jeff back in as well. So we have a full team, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Angel says, pretty sure I have 3, and then I'll have some to trade the ones who don't match with you. All right, sweet. Sweet. That would definitely be helpful. 3 boxes. All right, sweet, Angel. All right, so let's do this raid right here. And like I said, we'll probably do 1 or 2 more times, and then I will switch over to some shiny hunting. We have Byron with the share. Much love to you, Byron. I didn't realize Berloom was a really cool orange color for his shiny. I don't know why, I always thought he was yellow for some reason. Okay, of course he's going to be using a sandstorm, but that's alright. He's going to boost up a little bit. Accuracy roll. Yeah, I already went to hit him game. Goodness, it took the game a minute to realize, like, oh yeah, by the way, you did do your attack. That did some damage. Like I said, 6 stars are no joke, but I believe in us. I believe that we can, in fact, do this. Why is he targeting me? I'm dead. Alright, sweet. So let's use Belly Drum and then get Liquidation back up. Hey, can you mess with that Earthquake Orthworm? That'd be nice. And then Sandstorm's gonna hit us. Oh, the game's probably trying to get his shield up. Yep. Okay. And of course, he got rid of my Belly Drum. Damn it. Jeff says agree. Yeah, like I said, 6 stars are no joke, my man. But we got this. Shell. Did they nerf Shell Bell or something? We only got 2 HP from that. Like, that is ridiculous. Fourth room release is Gavin. GG's, guys. GG's. Check my phone real quick. What did I get an email for? Oh, cool, from my bank. I don't care. Yeah, I did miss something. What did I miss? We got Angel with the heart, Byron with the heart, Bearded Vet with the heart, Christian with the heart, and Jonathan with the heart. Thank you, guys. Daniel says, you need to use grass moves, although they're super effective. I don't have anything grass based in this game that is good, Danielle, unfortunately. But yes, you are correct. I saw you doing a lot of damage right there. And like I said, for some reason my liquidation is not as good on my Merle as like other people's. So I'm gonna see what I have excuse me, in my box. Uh, what is... I don't remember Iron Hand's full typing. Let me see what he is. Let's see. Check summary. He's fighting a lich. I'll use him. Why not? Alright. I know this is probably going to end up being a mistake, but yeah, it's fine. Like I said, I don't have any good grass Pokemon for this game, unfortunately, because there's not too many grass Pokemon that are just really, really good in this gen. And we've also been live for this session an hour and a half, so the other one we have made it to about 3 hours so far for today's session. But I think I'm going to use Belly Drum mixed with the with Drain Punch. Angel says, for those watching, what kinds of Pokemon would you like to be seen given away on Shiny Sunday? Yes. If anybody here has any suggestions that do not have Discord, for example, let us know here what type of Pokemon you guys like to see. Like, I know for a fact we have starters, Paradox Pokemon, so people wanted to see a couple of Pikachus, Zoroark, God, we have the legendary Pokemon, the 2-box legendary. Bearded Vet says Lucario. Yes, we will get some Lucarios, my man. We will definitely get some of those, because those went quick the last time we had those for Shiny Sunday. We also have Danielle back in. Welcome back, Danielle, as well to you, Sue. So yeah, we'll get a couple Lucarios, man. Because I like everybody here having suggestions for shiny Pokemon as well. But like I said, if it's shiny locked in the game, for example, like the legendary Pokemon or Pokemon that are not officially in the game yet from raids or from Pokemon Home or anything like that, we do not do those. We don't do those here. Alright, so we got room for one more. And because of the delay thing, because I can't tell exactly where it is at, we are just kind of going with it. I'll go ahead and ready up, though, just due to the fact that, we need, I at least need to be readied up for it to be able to be good to go. Alright, so we'll wait a second. Yeah, and after this one, I'm going to switch over to some shiny hunting for hopefully Sandy Shocks. I really, really hope Sandy Shocks. But alright. Oh. Bearded Vet, I'm so sorry. I hit ready right as soon as you got in. I apologize, bro. Damn it. My bad, man. My bad. Then let me do. Yeah, that was my fault. I readied up right as you not readied up, but started the raid right as I saw you join in. So that is my fault, dude. Alright. So yeah, this will probably be our last time doing, which again, bit of it. My bad for that. This will be our last time trying for Orthworm, and then we're gonna get a shiny sandwich. We're gonna get to shiny sandwich twice because they last for 30 minutes. And up to getting a Sandy Shocks shiny. But yeah, we'll keep using. Oh, nice, he's burned. And his burn went away for some reason. It's all good. Alright, man. Like I said, I make mistakes, and I always try to correct them. Like, we had a mistake that I did during Shiny Sunday, in fact, to a community member, in which, like, he picked a Pokemon that also allowed him to get a Shiny as well. And not thinking, because I was paying attention to chat, I accidentally backed out as soon as we gave him that one, so I gave him an extra one as well. But like I said, I make mistakes, and I always try to correct them. Alright, so he got rid of his negative effects, which is fine. Alright, yeah, that's super effective, but doing Drain Punch is literally doing wonders for us. Like I said, this was Byron's ready Iron Hands that he was using for the longest time until we were able to give him a shiny one. So even though that's super effective, we're getting our health back from not only Drain Punch, but also Shell Bell as well. So we probably got it this time. If I'm not trying to be too cocky with it, or over knock on wood, but I'm pretty sure we have it this time. Alright, so we got rid of our belly drum, which is fine because I can get it back up right now. Maybe, if it doesn't go to... No, we should still be good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Ooh, we might not be good. That sandstorm might kill me. Oh, thank God, whoever healed. Thank you for that. Because we are cutting it close with our HP. Alright, so he's using... Oh, well, it didn't go away, so he literally wasted that move. I can't... Daniel says I'm doing heal. Okay, I appreciate it, Daniel. I appreciate it. Of course we missed with our attack. I can't remember who it was that asked in the community, but they asked it on Sunday, like, what raids I liked better when it came to Sword and Shield and this game. Another thing I forgot to mention for the raids for this one is they are so much faster as opposed to Sword and Shield. Like, in Sword and Shield, for people who never played that one, you had a timer, but the timer was based off of your Pokemon's deaths. So you could get, like, if a person went down 4 times, then that was it. And also it affected the NPCs, which was very, very annoying, especially if you didn't have anybody to play with at the time. So you would be doing, like, or even just doing randoms. Ooh, Daniel died. We still got time, though. Can I stop missing my Drain Punch game, please? Like, what the fuck? This game is screwing me right now because I keep missing my Drain Punch. There we go. Daniel says I'm out of heals now. Okay, no worries, Daniel. No worries. We got him, though. He's about done. I think he might be dead, in fact. If the game recognizes it. Game. Not only that, raids in Sword and Shield were not glitchy compared to this one. Okay, we defeated him. GG's, everybody. Oh, I'm glad I switched over to Iron Hands using that tactic. But of course, we did not get anything good, unfortunately. But GG's, everybody. And before I do the shiny sandwich, Daniel says, yep, he said yes. GG's. Hey, everybody. Before I do the shiny sandwich, we are, in fact, going to give away... Excuse me. I don't know what's up with my hiccups today. I usually don't have them this bad. We are going to give away a shiny Pokemon really quick. So first of all, we'll go ahead and throw down a save right here. And get the code up and ready to go. Sue said he was kind of hard. Yeah, he was. Well, he was 6-star too. Code is always the same. Is the same as always. Yeah, he was a little bit difficult. I'm kind of glad I switched over to Iron Hands using that combo. And if it wasn't for Danielle healing, then I'm pretty sure we would have not made it through that one. If I'm being honest. But we defeated him, and unfortunately, no Herba Mystica today, but that's fine. Alright, so you guys know the code is always the same, and I'm giving everybody here a second to give it up, and then we're going to do choose shiny sandwiches, and then I'm going to end today's session after. The shiny sandwiches, so like another hour we have. Because unfortunately, I want to go longer, but I have a lot of stuff I have to do off stream today, unfortunately. My house is a wreck from all the work being done. But alright, you guys know what time it is. 3, 2, 1, start searching, and good luck, everybody. I don't know what is up with my phone. Thanks, Weather app. Oh, goodness. Daniel says I'm coming for Kevin Bacon. Alright, let's see who we got. Does Danielle get her Kevin Bacon? No! Bearded Vet gets a Pokemon. Congratulations, Bearded Vet. Who would you like, good sir? God. Kevin, that was one of the funniest damn things about that stream was Kevin Bacon. I had tears in my eyes crying. That was so damn funny. And if I remember correctly, too, I know some of these Pokemon are holding, like, Master Balls on them. Some are holding Master Balls, and some are holding golden bottle caps. I don't remember who. Danielle says, damn, you know you'll get him eventually, Danielle. But I'll do another one after the first sandwich we do, so it'll be giveaway, sandwich, inception. Oh, goodness. Shinx. Okay, sweet, bro. Well, it's not Shinx, but I know what you meant. Congratulations, Bearded Vet. For the Luxio shine. I don't remember if he's holding anything or not, Bearded Vet. I really, really don't remember. But either way, congratulations on your win, bro. Like I said, when it comes to if we have extras, if we have extra Pokemon, after our big shiny giveaway for Shiny Sundays, like I will give Pokemon out during the week. I won't do it as much as obviously during Shiny Sunday because that's our big thing. But we will definitely give them out to you guys. Danielle says, the mons I have for you all have Master Ball. Alright, sweet, Danielle. Very, very nice. like I said, these shiny giveaways for Shiny Sunday that we do keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like I want to say it was our third one that we did was that was the one that was so big that I got lost in chat. I was like, yeah, I need to get a couple extra mods because I had to keep scrolling up and everything in order to get caught up because like I try here to read everybody's comment, but unfortunately, like some I will obviously miss from time to time. But I do my best here to give everybody to read everybody's stuff. Angel says same with the ones I have for you. All right, sweet Angel, sweet. So we're gonna go ahead and move the Corviknight. That box is full. This box is almost full. All right, so we're gonna throw down another save real quick, and then get our picnic up for our sandy shots. Hey, we got TC with the double like. Much love to you, TC. How are you doing today, bro? Let's see. Make a sandwich. Doot. Let's see. So we need tomato, onion, regular bell pepper, 2 yellow, and a hamburger. And okay, so we can actually check here too to see how many are we. So we have 6, 9, 12, 15. So yeah, we have enough for 7 sandwiches. I had a thing. We have TC actually with the triple like. Much love to you, brother. And also Sue with the like as well. Thank you guys so very, very much. TC says pretty good. I've seen you and Tiff have been streaming a lot lately. I'm sorry I haven't been able to make it into there, TC, to watch or to play with you guys. Like I was saying it even early on stream. There's been so much happening, like off stream stuff that unfortunately has been stressing me out quite a bit. And I'm trying not to let it stress me out and get to me and all that, but I mean, stuff happens. But again, and for people who don't know, TC here is one of the people I gave the stream partner badge to. And what does that mean? Exactly, it is for streamers that I personally watch, play games with, and have a good time with that I highly, highly recommend to you guys. TC has been doing, he primarily does zombies for Call of Duty. One of the best zombie players. Oop. Okay, we need to throw that over there. One of the best zombie players that I have ever seen in my entire life. And he's been doing a lot of Fortnite lately too, which he's a mouse and keyboard guy, which me and him will argue about that. I like my controllers. He likes his mouse and keyboard. But yeah, if you guys love good content that I personally recommend, because again, I would not tell you guys any bad content creators, then for sure go check out his page and show him some much love, like you guys do me every single day. Daniel says TC's he's the best of zombies, without a doubt. Alright, so we got our electric sandwich. So let's go see if we can get our sandy shots. TC says, much love, bro. Much love to you, my man. Much love to you. Also, TC, let me know if you ever are interested in getting 7 Days to Die, bro. Because, like, if you do, you are more than welcome to join me and Dakota for our play session. His brother kind of dipped on us. TC says, been doing a ton of Fortnite trying to get better. Dude, I'm sure you are doing great at it, without a doubt. I have not played this season of Fortnite yet, unfortunately. I just found out that Doom Guy is in the Battle Pass. Like, my brother had confirmed it for me yesterday. I was like, wait, why is Doom Guy in the Battle Pass? But I thought that was kind of cool. I like Doom. It's a good game. TC says, appreciate you guys so much. Hey, much love to you, man. Like I said, when it comes to... Of course, we're getting a bullshit number. It's from Arkansas, too, but I don't know that number, so we're not going to answer it. Anyways, like I was saying, when it comes to content creators that I personally really not only like to watch, but also like to play with, for example, Danielle and TC here and Sir Chester, I like giving them shout outs too, because they help me out a lot, without a doubt. And when it comes to people wondering, like, well, how do I give the badge? Like, literally, which the badge is for, obviously, for Discord purposes only. It's it's literally, I just have to watch you, see how you are with your audience, as well as like how you are with your content, and yeah, you get it. Because I encourage anybody here that has any kind of interest in making content, whether it's streaming, making a YouTube video, even though I personally don't like it, Tic Tacs, like, go for it. Do what you like. TC says or I'm sorry, Daniel first says, I've been playing Pokemon and Modern Warfare 2. We've been playing a lot of Warzone lately, which, Daniel, uh, if you want, can we please play some Warzone today? Because after the week I've been having, I need it. I need it. TC says, you're the best with the heart and the angry face, and he also says, LOL, the angry face. I just imagine that TC just yells at people, no, you're the best! Uh, Daniel says, nah, and TC says, fat fingers for sure, I swear. Bro, that's why I can't use mouse and keyboard. I have short, fat fingers. Like, I can't do it. Like, I am 100% a controller boy. Like, even while playing 7 Days to Die, TC, I've been using a controller while my buddy Dakota uses a mouse and keyboard. I was like, I don't see how you do that. He said, dude, it took me like maybe 2 months of sitting down and playing games with mouse and keyboard before I absolutely got used to it. TC says, I dropped my first 60 bomb on shipment. Nice, bro. Like I said, I don't have the base game, TC. I just play Warzone. And like I said, Warzone's okay. I like it. I like Fortnite better, obviously, but it's still fun. It's still, I don't enjoy the game alone. I only play it like with friends. And even then, like, I'm having a good time with it. And plus, I like to screw with people on proxy chat. Daniel says, yeah, we can play the Warzone. Alright, sweet, Daniel, sweet. And Daniel, your capture card should be in either today or you said tomorrow, so it's most likely tomorrow that it'll come in. We have Landon with the like. What's up, Landon? How are you doing today, dude? Alright, so no to them. Peyton did say he's giving us all of his shiny luck when it comes to hunting him today, so maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get our Sandy Shot shiny. That's what I'm really hoping for. Did you play Doom Eternal? No, I actually missed out on that one. We also have Jeff with the like. Much love to you, Jeff. That was one of the only games that was nominated for Game of the Year for 2020 that I did not play. Everything else I played that year, Animal Crossing, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us Part 2, and I don't remember what else was nominated. There was one more that was nominated, I just don't remember what. But no, that was one I did not play. I did play Doom 2016, which was fantastic. I loved it. The only problem I had with it was for some reason it was saying I didn't own the game when it was a physical copy. So like after every couple of story missions for it, like the game would take me back to the main menu, and I don't know why. Like I never got what was up with that. But no, I wanted to play it though. I might get it one day. If I do, I'll probably get it for a PlayStation. Here, even though I think it might be free on is it free on Game Pass? I can't remember. Oh yeah, that's right. Daniel says D's Nuts were nominated. That's right. It was D's Nuts video game. It just barely got beat by these hands, which are rated E for everyone. Alright. There's somebody in my yard because like I think it's possibly UPS dropping something off. Because I hear a big rumble, but I don't feel like getting up to check. Sue says, I like the new car. I heard a lot of people are liking it. I heard it's pretty good. A lot of people are definitely, which I don't know how to get worse than that, but a lot of people are definitely liking it better than Vanguard, which I bought Vanguard. I never even got to play it. Like, I was even just gonna play the story for it because I heard the story was really good. The zombies were ass for it. But I heard the campaign and the multiplayer, especially the story, was really good for it. But the multiplayer was kind of eh. But the zombies were terrible. But I'll definitely have to check it out. One day, the regular new one. TC says you need to get it. I can assure you, it's the best campaign you will ever play. Get the deluxe if you can. Check out my purple. I've done the whole first campaign and wow, dude, I'll check it out one day without a doubt. For my awful for my off stream games, like I've mainly been primarily playing like 7 Days to Die. I almost said 7 Days to Do again. Off stream with Dakota, which we've been getting some hours in there. We're close to 22 hours in that game already, which is a lot of fun. I know for a fact you would like a TC, especially since you like Minecraft. It's imagine Minecraft but with more kind of more realistic build settings where you have to have like structure, otherwise like it'll just fall apart. A ton of zombies and guns and new mechanics to that. Like it's good. It still has like things that need to be kinked out, and it's still surprisingly in early access for 10 years. But it's a ton of fun, man. And yeah, I want to check it out. I want to check out Doom Eternal one day. I didn't even know you played it on your purple side, though. I got the tag and I assumed maybe it was like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something along those lines for it. But yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out one day. Like I said, it might be free on Game Pass due to the fact that Microsoft owns Bethesda now. So if it's on Game Pass, I'll definitely give it a download. Because Danielle here gave me a 2-month code for Game Pass, which I still need to use before she yells at me, chat. I definitely need to use that. And yeah, I heard a lot of people really liked it, though. And I remember like during the game nominations that year, which again the game came out in 2020 for people who can't remember. A lot of people were not happy that The Last of Us Part 2 won Game of the Year, which I played it. I'm a huge Last of Us fan. I liked it. It definitely wasn't as good as the first one. Still good, but a lot of people believe that either that for Game of the Year that Ghost of Tsushima should have won. Which I played that and I actually beat it last year. Finally, I bought it that year, but didn't beat it until 20 until last year, 2022, so 2 years after it released. And it was a pretty fun game to say the least. Reminded me of a lot of Assassin's Creed without the whole like Templar plotline BS. So it was really nice to play. Daniel says, "Use it, damn it." I will. You can yell at me off stream later for it. But yeah, she gave me a 2-month code, which there are a couple of games I definitely want to play on Game Pass, especially for PC. Believe it or not, yes, TC, I said PC. Which I really want to play like the very first and second Fallout games, which are like they're more adventure-based games than like the first-person shooter aspect of the ones that have come out from Bethesda. Which both have fantastic story. I really loved it. For the lore and everything. I watched all the videos for it, for the games I couldn't play. TC says, Facebook really irritated me with the way they treat us streamers. Surprised my page hasn't been deleted after the last matches I sent in. It was very ugly and not nice whatsoever. You have to tell me what you sent, bro. And yeah, I remember the conversation you and I had about it. I've had people here ask me like if I would ever move to Twitch, and for right now, I'm still most comfortable, here on Facebook because that's obviously where my page is growing. and everything. But if it ever got to the point of where like they changed way too much for my liking, then yeah, I would move it over to move it over to the purple side without a doubt. But for right now, I'm the most comfortable here because like there are some things that do bug me about it, like especially for when it comes to like the algorithm, because you and I have talked about that before, TC. For it, that really bugs me right there. Because like for example, TC, I don't mind saying that it's not for bragging rights or anything like that. My page, Sunday was at 61K for reach, just from streaming. Because as you guys know, I have a constant stream schedule where I stream every day and stream for hours on end. And for not streaming for 2 days because of medical issues and also like repairs, it dropped 10K in just 2 days, and that is ridiculous to me. How far like it went down from 2 days. Like one day doesn't affect me that much. I notice like yeah, I can take one day off, and we're good when it comes to the page reach. To be able to get more people for the community and everything. But 2 days, like Facebook's like, nah, son, we're gonna drop we're gonna drop you pretty low. Danielle says, yeah, I've had my issues with Facebook. I'm starting to do better at it finally. Yeah, I'm glad you are, Danielle. Like I said, when it comes to your page, which again, feel free to post your page. Same with UTC, because I give you both permission for it. Giving like you guys shout outs when and where I can will definitely help out, especially with all the new members of the community that we have been getting lately. So if you guys can, and for example, if you guys can and you haven't already, which I know a lot of you guys already have for Danielle, but if you haven't yet, please go show her some love on her page, like you guys do me every day, single day. And when it comes to TC, like I said, a very amazing content creator as well. He does a lot of zombies. He does a lot of Fortnite as well. That's what he's been doing lately on his page. And very wholesome man who is very involved with his community. Very loving man. Very generous as well. And as you guys know, Danielle, of course, is my best friend, my right hand man, who without her, I couldn't do this. Like I said, I would not have the confidence to do this at all. Daniel says 50K is still good. LOL, better than mine. Yeah, but it still kind of bugged me. Like literally not streaming for 2 days because of actual like reasons. The first day, being health reasons, and the second day being for repairs for my house. Like it just dropped tremendously to me. TC says it's not the changes; it's the trash algorithm. It's the trash Facebook copyright stuff. Yeah, that is annoying. Put that out. It's the notifications not going out. It's the bullshit performance algorithm crap they get going on now. Shaking my head. Yeah, no. I definitely see your frustrations with it. That's why, like, I am so afraid to like. I'm still gonna do it. Don't get me wrong, but that's why I'm always afraid to like switch games. Because we will be doing our Pokemon Gale of Darkness Let's Play soon. But I know as soon as we do that, like Facebook's gonna be like, "Oh, he's doing something different. Let's drop his stuff a little bit. Let's make it so he's harder to find for people." Which it's unfortunate that that's the case, because like if you don't practically stream the same game every single day for hours on end, like the way the algorithm works here on Facebook, for anybody who doesn't know, then it's going to be incredibly hard to not only do that, but also TC is correct when it comes to the notifications. Like in fact, some people in the community here have said, "Oh, I didn't get the notification." I'm like, you got to type exclamation point notify again, because that's something on Facebook's part. It's unfortunately frustrating, without a doubt. A lot of people are getting sick of it and moving on to YouTube for live streams, or to Twitch as well for it. So yeah, I definitely feel your guys' frustrations on it, without a doubt. But like I said, for me, for right now, like I said, unless stuff just changes way too much to the point of where like not only are we not getting like any notifications out or anything like that for the community, then I will definitely have to consider switching over to a different platform, which I don't want to do, but at the same time, like I don't see any other possibility of doing it. But for right now, we're okay. And like I said, when it comes to my friends here who stream like TC and Danielle, like for especially for Danielle's page, because she's the one who supports me the most when it comes to this. I'm not saying nobody else does, but like she's the one that watches me the most as well. I always try my best to like include her page, like at least mention it for you guys, in order for her like reach to be able to go up, to be able to get more viewers. Which, first of all, thank you guys so much for doing that. When I tell you guys about her, Sir Chester, TC, or anybody else, like you guys are incredible for that. And like I said, for people who think like this is easy for us being able to just sit and play games, like, and like I said, I don't like complaining, but this is the real side of it. Like it does get frustrating some days when it comes to streaming, without a doubt. TC says exactly the same. Yeah, and for viewers, like I said, you guys know I love Pokemon without a doubt. That's primarily what we play here on the channel. But like, imagine somebody who just wants to try, like, for example, TC here or Danielle, who want to try like a different game, just because like it looks interesting to them. And as soon as they switch it over, Facebook just like doesn't care anymore, and it sucks. That's the algorithm, and there's nothing we as a streaming community can honestly really do about it, and it's terrible. So for TC going more to the purple side for it, like I personally do not blame him at all for it. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to support TC, like no matter what him or Danielle, who's saying she needs to push her YouTube channel more, decide to do. Because at the end of the day, I'm just like how they're here for me, I am here for them, guys. Angel says, I'm offended. JK, love you, bro. If you're offended, get in line. It'll be alright. But like I said, TC, like if it ever gets to the point of where like I get too frustrated with the dealings over here, then I'll start on a different platform and just let everybody know about it. TC says appreciate you, man. Absolutely, bro. And TC, like I said, you and Daniel both, which you have the ability to do it in my Discord as well. TC, I haven't really got to talk to you about it. But either way, you both are more than welcome to post your pages, a link to your page or whatever here in the comments, so that way my community can go show you guys some love like they do me every single day. And like I said, and for people who wonder to this too, like I absolutely, like I said, I absolutely support anybody who thinks about streaming. In fact, one of my moderators, he's getting the stuff set up to start streaming, everything like that. And I was telling him, like, yeah, dude, go for it. Absolutely go for it. And this goes for anybody out there that feels like doing it. Even if you only have, like, one of the best advices I can give is even if you only have one person watching and commenting, you're probably making that one person's day right there just by talking to them, hanging out, and having a good time. With that's the way I've always seen it. Because, like I said, when I came back to streaming a couple of months ago, I was thinking, like, at first that I might only have like one or two people watching. Like that was the mindset I was in. I was fine with it being like that, and I was not expecting everything to grow the way it has, but I'm certainly grateful that it has without a doubt. And when it comes to my friends who also stream, like TC, Sir Chester, Danielle, like I always try my best to make it to theirs, participate in theirs as well by playing games with them or just talking in their chat and things like that. Like I am always here for them. Angel says you need to let me know when you want to trade all those months. Probably for yours, Angel. Probably tomorrow. Cause like I said, after today's session, I have to go do some cleaning. Unfortunately, my house is a wreck. And then after I get done cleaning, I'm going to get everything set up later so, for some Warzone. Because I need it. Because like I said earlier in today's session, it's like it's unfortunate, but things happen, so I'll get over it. Just been a tad bit stressed out, shit. It's been a tad bit stressed out because it's like as soon as one thing breaks and is fixed, like two more things pop up, and it's just been annoying. Angel says it'll have to be after 6 my time. Okay, no worries, Angel. No worries at all. I'm surprised he has not shown up shiny yet. I'm still paying attention, making sure that we have our shiny boy. Uh, like I know one person who thought about streaming for a while, but he wasn't sure if he would like it or not. Is my buddy Dakota. He thought about doing it, and I was like, dude, just go for it. It's absolutely a blast. But he also mentioned the fact that he doesn't have time right now to be able to do anything. But I told him like, yeah, if you start, I'll definitely show you like some setup stuff uh and just some general tips that are good for everybody to be able to do it. Oh yeah, and Daniel, if you're still watching, when it comes to your YouTube, don't forget you can post it in the. This goes for you too, TC. You both can stream like your or stream, post your links to like your social media stuff for your content in my Discord as well, so that way members of the community who are currently not watching will know like where to go find you. Same with like sharing like your streams. Like you guys are more than welcome to do that. Because that was one of the things I when Daniel had suggested Discord that I definitely wanted to do right then and there was make it so like uh, the stream the stream partners had a place for their stuff, and anybody else who I haven't given the badge to yet also have a spot for it as well. T says, "Thank you, dude. I appreciate it." Hey, it's no worries, bro. It is no worries at all. Like I said, I am a man of the people, both on and off streams. Ooh, my back. I'm gonna have to also look up some chairs off back. Daniel says, I do want to start up lives on TikTok to TikTok Paddywhack. I don't know how that works. I know you're doing them, not doing them, but like watching Sir Chester do them as well, which I did not know that was a thing for a while that you could go live on TikTok. I thought it was just for like short videos and things like that, kind of like Vine. I did not know that was an actual thing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the Discord we do have a spot for TikTok uh, pages. If I'm not mistaken, I really don't remember. I'll have to double check to make sure. Like I know I have I know for a fact I have YouTube. I have that and everything. Angel says I have some good share. Hey, send them my way. Send them my way, please. I need something good for my back. Especially since I sit here for like 3 or 4 hours a day. Daniel says I have to have 1,000 followers. I may try to do a Pokemon giveaway on there today. Ooh, nice, Danielle. Very, very nice. One thing that this has been recommended to me by Sir Chester and Jamie is they suggested for like my clips that you guys out there make that I need to make a TikTok account and post them on there. And I don't know, like I was telling him during his last stream, like if I were to do that, I'd probably get somebody to manage it for me because I really don't like. I don't know how TikTok works, and I'm just not big on it. Oh, will you show up shiny already, you stupid failure of a Magnemite? Yeah, because from what you were telling me too, Danielle, when it came to Sir Chester going live over on TikTok, like apparently that worked very, very, very well for him. Because I remember too, he mentioned it briefly during his live stream, which I want to say that was Monday, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it was Monday that he had mentioned it for a little bit. Ooh, that was some lag. How did Peyton? How did you get him so fast, and we have not seen anything shiny? Let's see. Daniel says I may actually have to make a new account kind of for that kind of stuff. Just have to work towards 1,000 followers on there. Well, if you make a new page, Danielle, for TikTok, you know, for your page and for your like streaming stuff, like you know for a fact you are more than welcome to share it in the Discord as well for because I'm sure like a lot of our viewers like you I think I'm one of the few people who don't use TikTok or social media really in general. Uh, you're more than welcome to do that so we can get you some followers on there, and I'll try to mention it as much as I can for it as well. Oh, that Raichu just yeeted itself off the cliff. Come on, Bronze Boy. Why have you not shown up yet? I think this is our third attempt, if I'm not mistaken. Third or fourth on doing him. Daniel says, "Bet." Okay, sweet, Danielle. One thing we could do too, Danielle, later on, because Sir Chester has it, but it's for his only. Well, we can make like a TikTok sharing session for the Discord as well, not just for like the page. Like the page will be for like stream partners only, but for like TikTok videos, if you know what I mean. Danielle says about to go to lunch, so I'll make the account and post in Discord. Okay, no worries, Danielle. No worries at all. Like I said, for right now, I only have four. Is it four stream partners? Hang on. Yeah, four stream partners right now. For the community, for people that I highly, highly recommend you guys watch that have wonderful communities and are very, very loving and caring and passionate about what they do. How have we not found him shiny yet? And like I said, once this sandwich runs out, and which it's about to reset the game, we'll do another shiny giveaway here in a second. All right, so let's run up here to see. We haven't even gotten a shiny Raichu or a Palmy yet, which I'm surprised. At least for Palmy. Okay, so no to any of these guys. Again, we're looking for them kind of like a bronze color. I think that's the end of that. Okay, yeah. So we're going to close our game, open it back up, connect to the internet, and then we are going to do another giveaway. And the reason for people wondering, like, why do I close the game? It's literally to save our Herba Mystica. That is why I do that. To save our Herba Mystica so that way, if we don't get a shiny Pokemon, we do not end up wasting it. And give me 1 second. I'm trying to get my top open to get some more vapor juice. All right, there we go. All right. All right, so let's connect to the internet real quick so we can give out another shiny Pokemon. All right. So the code, as you guys know, it's always going to be the same, unless for whatever reason I have to change it. 0035. Angel says I had to reset 4 times for Slitherwing. Did you actually get him, Angel? That's one I haven't found yet, too. Is Slitherwing. As you know, because you were watching that day, we ended up getting 2 Venomoth instead. Which, this will be the last shiny sandwich for today's session, because we'll have an extra 30 minutes, and we will have been live fully today because of the crash that happened earlier for 4.5 hours. And like I said, I got stuff I have to do. Unfortunately, off stream, otherwise I would go way, way longer. But alright, guys. You guys know what time it is. 3, 2, 1. Start searching, and good luck, everybody. It just says he has time to. Dude, I was like, I did not need him because I've caught him shiny so many times in the past before. And he was literally my first shiny Pokemon in this game was Venomoth. So I was like, why do you exist right now? But, you know, at the end of the day, we were able to get 2 more, and we gave 1 to Danielle. And we have another one for the personal collection. So, not too mad about that. Oh, no one could be found. All right, and I'm checking too. We don't have too many people watching, so if you guys have already won one, then feel free to go ahead and put the code back in to get yourself another shiny Pokemon. It does not matter. Angel says got 2 Slitherwing and 2 Venomoth off the same set. Damn, very nice. The most I've gotten is 3 shiny Pokemon off of 1 sandwich, if I'm not mistaken. But all right, again. Let's try this one more time. 3, 2, 1. Start searching. Danielle says, okay, TikTok link is in Discord. Very, very nice, Danielle. Let me look. Sweet. Very, very nice. I don't think it made an actual link to it, but I think people, I don't think it made an actual link, Danielle. You might want to check that just in case. I didn't see it, but yes, everybody, Danielle in my Discord has made a link to her new TikTok, to her TikTok account. We'll do it one more time. If not, we'll just do the sandwich. To her TikTok for gaming stuff, and you guys might see me on there as well. I know for a fact anytime Danielle makes a TikTok of my gameplay or commentary, she gets a lot of views. But either way. Alright, so like I said, Danielle says, fuck, I'm going to lunch, so I can't for Kevin Bacon. I'll tell you what, Danielle. No one was found. Okay, that's okay. So since no one was found there, we're going to go ahead and do our shiny sandwich. And also, Danielle, what are you getting for lunch today? Alright, so we're going to make Danielle really wants Kevin Bacon. Alright, so that, 2 of those, and a hamburger, and then 2 Herba Mystica. She wanted Kevin Bacon as soon as she saw him come in for the stream, which I don't blame her. That was a funny Pokemon. Alright, so let's get our bell pepper going over here. Put our hamburger there. And start putting our yellow pepper on. Danielle really, really wants Kevin Bacon. Alright, so let's get these tomatoes going. No! Stop falling. You stop falling right now, damn it. Sorry, finish the sandwich before it messes up. Make sure that I did not miss any sort of reactions that, again, I personally cannot see. I did. We got Dilshan with the heart, and we also have Donovan with the heart, and Alan with the heart. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, so make sure we got our electric, because some of those bell peppers fell off. God, that sandwich looks terrible, chat. But it's spicy. Did you put red onion? No. I did electric, so I did bell pepper. Yellow bell pepper, Sue. For all right, so we got that. So let's go back down. I don't remember what red onion is for when it comes to the shiny sandwich. Apparently, there are two shiny sandwich methods. I do this. I do the one that I'm used to at this point. That I have pictures for. Like it's more ingredients, but at the same time, like it's just easier for me to remember at least the base ingredients. Alright, so let's go and see if we got our shiny boy. We don't have one spawning right now, which is weird. We've been having at least one spawning at the entrance. Ghost, that's right. He was Ghost. Thank you, Danielle. Which that's how we got like our flutter mains, if I'm not mistaken. Was that? Which God, I definitely don't need Fluttermane shiny anymore. We have had plenty of him. Alright, so let's have them spawn in. They're taking a second to spawn in, which kind of scares me a little bit. Alright, so these boys are all silver. I don't remember who it was, but somebody here had claimed that they saw one on our screen, and I really, really hope that is not the case at one point. Because when we were hunting him, I believe the first time somebody said, like, I swear I saw him behind you, and I really hope not, otherwise he's gone. That one's gone forever. Even though he is taking us a minute to find, the thing is, like, I still think he's gonna be way easier than Roaring Moon to obtain shiny. Just because, like, Roaring Moon, like, it doesn't matter which version of him you put in, like, he's just gonna be kind of a pain to obtain. I did not mean for that to rhyme. Let's see. So no to any of these boys. Which fine, we'll go reset it. I was surprised the day that we got Brute Bonnet, like how lucky we got with him, because I was thinking we were gonna have to do another sandwich, and thankfully we didn't. We literally got him in the very, very last second. Okay, so none of these guys. But something's telling me today we might in fact get lucky and get our shiny Sandy Shocks. Alright, so no to these two. What is coffee and an energy drink or something. Too. At least he's easy to spot. Like, when I first saw him, I was thinking, like, he's gonna be kind of like Magnemite or Magneton, where, like, literally the only difference on them is their, little magnet bits. I was like, oh, he's gonna be hard to find shiny, but when I looked at the video and saw what his color was, I was like, oh, thank God, you are not all that difficult to find. Because I tried doing Magnemite, and I believe it was I believe it was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and in another game, I can't remember which one. I was like, this is hard. But luckily, in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, there's kind of an indicator to tell when they're shiny or not. Angel says coffee. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a coffee maker, so coffee is out of the question. I might have an energy drink in my fridge. I don't know though. I thought about getting like a. You guys will probably know what I'm talking about. It's a small coffee pot that's enough for like 1.5 cups. They had one that was I should have bought it. It was a Pokemon themed one that was one of those, and it was at GameStop, and it was on clearance. Plus, they were doing like their bonus clearance sale, but I was like, nah, I'll get it next time. And last time I looked, they were all sold out, unfortunately. Because I'm not much of a coffee drinker myself. Like if I do, I have to kind of be in the mood to drink coffee. And when I do drink it, I have a lot of sugar to it. I mean, like an ungodly amount of sugar. Like, it makes some people wonder, like, what is wrong with me? Like, there's one time, so one time I went to Starbucks and I'm like, what is the sweetest drink you can make me? And they were telling me, I'm like, does that have a lot of sugar in it? And they're like, well, how much sugar are you looking for? And I said, enough to put me in a diabetic coma. And the woman just looked at me like, okay, then that didn't dawn on me till later. I'm like, oh, what if she had diabetes? And I said that, oops. Sometimes I don't think before I speak. It can get me into trouble. Alright, so none of those boys are shiny. So let's go back up here. Reset. I'm also having to look at these Raichu kind of close because I remember what Danielle's looked like shiny, but I've never actually owned a Cantonian one shiny for myself. Alright, so no to these guys. Starting over here. No. Okay. And we have been live for this session for 2.5 hours. So yeah, we've probably hit the 4 hour mark at the very, very least for today's session. There will be another day, not today, but later, probably at the beginning of February, I believe. I will have to take another day off to, due to the fact that there's still some more stuff that needs to be repaired, but we need certain parts that will not come in until about the end of January. So it'll probably get here about February because of where it has to be shipped and everything. But anyways, we will have to take another day off. But again, I let people know in the Discord when I had to take a day off from streaming. And I typically don't make the posts here on Facebook just due to the fact that they don't get pushed out as much. So I'm like, okay, Discord is just as easy. But there's only a few members here in the community that don't use Discord, which is fine. I don't blame them. I was very, very iffy myself on using Discord at first. I was like, I don't know. But I ended up making one. And honestly, I like Discord way better for when it comes to like in-game calls as opposed to like the actual game audio because of how delayed it can be. Plus, if your game crashes, like it's easier to communicate with people like, hey, my game just crashed. Which happened to us yesterday, in fact, during Warzone playthrough. Was my game crashed and I didn't even notice, and I was like, oh, hey guys, by the way, my game crashed. uh, okay. And like I said, this will be our last shiny sandwich of today's session. before I end the stream for the day. All right. Something's telling me though we might get him today. I don't know. I haven't been feeling lucky, but maybe our luck will turn around today for Sandy Shocks. If I could speak right. Dappa-doop-a-dappa-doop. Alright, so no to any of these guys. How much time do we have left? We got 20. Okay. I always forget, this one feels longer just due to the fact that, either way, we have to spawn him into the world. Let's see, Raichu, if you want to be shiny too, that would be fantastic. Alright, so no to any of them. Because, like I said, having a full Shiny Paradox Pokemon lineup from this game would be really, really nice. God, if I could stop yawning, that would be fantastic as well. Anytime, like, when my sleep schedule is super, super bad, which sometimes it gets that way, and I would just wake up and, like, Danielle and I would do a call or whatever, I would start yawning, and she's like, "You are not yawning right now. You just woke up." And I'm like, "I'm tired." Which I also woke up like an hour before my alarm went off. Because I knew if I went back to sleep, uh, if I went back to sleep, I most likely was not going to hear my alarm go off. So I was like, alright, time to get up. Alright. Maybe we need like I said, on Shiny Sunday, everybody has like way better luck too. Like, that was a joke, but now it's starting to kind of become true. Maybe I need to Shiny Hunt for him on Shiny Sunday. Like, give out a ton of Pokemon, wait 30 minutes, and then keep going with them. But this Shiny Sunday, we're going to be doing Cinderace again. Hey, what's up, Peyton? Welcome back. Peyton says, how's the Shiny Hunt? How's the Shiny hunting? I had to go for a bit on launch to do some stuff and get food. You're good, man. You're good. We're looking for Sandy Shot. We're on our last sandwich for the day, Peyton. Trying to get him. And so far, nothing, unfortunately, for him. Which is okay. Like I said, I'm trying to get them all. I'm trying to get all the Paradox Pokemon shiny with my name on them. Just because I think it'd be really, really cool to have. Goodness. I need to stop yawning, though. That's what I need to stop doing. I don't know what is going. I went from hiccuping a lot to yawning a lot. You got it this time. Sending the love. Hey, much love to you, Peyton. That's why I was saying. Mentioned to you earlier. Like, Peyton said he was giving us all his luck, so maybe we'll get him. Who knows? Like, it'd be nice. Like, either him or Raichu, because I don't have Kanto based Raichu shiny. I have a Alolan, but not the original, surprisingly. So yeah, you've been having a lot of good luck. Like a lot of community members there have way better luck than I do shiny hunting. It's just all about time and patience, which I don't have both. uh, so let's see. Go turn around. What's up, Donovan? Donovan says Shandy Sharks is so hard to get. Yeah, he is. Like I said, it's between him and Roaring Moon that are gonna be our hardest ones to obtain. Like, I already know Roaring Moon's gonna probably the last one we get, but if we don't get Sandy Sharks today, then during tomorrow's session, when we get towards the end of it, we might go for Roaring Moon again. Without a doubt. Just, just to switch it up a little bit. Because I want to say this is our 5th or 6th attempt with the Shiny Sandwich for Sandy Shocks, but I also know for a fact that Roaring Moon has taken us the most time. Like, both on and off stream, I have tried to get him shiny, and to no avail. Like, the one that I've had the most luck with is still Fluttermane. I've caught him about 4 or 5 times shiny. Even when I wasn't looking for him shiny, like, I was looking for something else, I would end up getting him. Angel says, I got Roaring Moon within 5 minutes of my first. Oh, good for you. Good for you, Angel. Brag about it, why don't you? Now, anytime Danielle and I have tried to get him, like, especially her, she like always gets like shiny Zuelius instead. And the last time we tried it here, not only did we get him, but we ended up getting like 2 shiny Gibble, if I'm not mistaken. So like we keep getting different things besides him, unfortunately. I still really wish they would add back the shiny noise. With that, the shiny noise and sparkle. So that way, like, I could freak out more and, like, panic at the disco to see where the hell he is. Because that actually did happen to me. I panicked one time because I heard the noise, but I didn't see a sparkle. As it turns out, it was a Haunter that was underground in the ice area. I was just close enough to it to where, like, it still made the shiny noise. And, like, it took me, like, an hour to figure out exactly where that Pokemon was. Because like I had saved and I would keep going back and like it was still there, so I was like, okay, what is it that's shiny then? I don't see it. Angel laughing. Payne says Roaring Moon took me 10 hours to get. Good God. Yeah, he is not gonna be easy. So is Sandy. Sandy Sharks and him are gonna possibly take us the longest to get. And like I said, we still gotta get a Fluttermane in our name. But the reason I'm not going for him right now is because Danielle gave us one. So I was like, okay, I don't have to worry about him too much, but I still want to get him for in my name. Okay, so no to any of these boys. Angel putting quite a few different emojis in chat. I don't know how to read those emojis, but okay. Because I was thinking like I was thinking like when we were doing this, like we were gonna get another shiny Palmy, which I've caught twice at this point. I gave one away during a Shiny Sunday event. I was thinking we were going to get another one of him or another, or at least a Raichu at this point. Please get away from me. Okay. But surprisingly, nothing when it comes to the sandwich so far. Alright, we still got 12 minutes for it. Like I said, so far, like, Sue had mentioned here a cave, but I know Peyton went to go look in there and he said he didn't see any. So far, this is like our best method area to find him shiny. Angel says, I'm gonna go hunt Sandy Sharks right now and see how long it takes. I mean, hell, Peyton did it with me while I was doing it live. Not with me in the world or anything, but he was doing it side by side with me. And he caught 2 of them, one at the beginning and one at the end. So he got very, very lucky with his. Okay, so no to these guys. There's other shiny Pokemon that I would definitely that are not even Paradox Pokemon that I would absolutely love to shiny hunt later because I did not get them in like Sword and Shield or any of the other games. Like, and there's still some new ones that I definitely want to go hunting for later on as well. It's just we gotta take it one Pokemon at a time. Peyton says, let's see if Angel could beat how fast I got mine. Dude, you got yours incredibly fast, without a doubt. I mean, hell, she got Roaring Moon apparently pretty damn fast, so it wouldn't surprise me. Maybe my copy of Pokemon Scarlet here is just cursed. Alright, so no to any of them. So let's go back up here. Turn around and go from there. It's just we are not getting any sort of luck whatsoever. Angel says they're on. Hey, maybe. Which I believe Peyton's in the Discord as well, so that way, like, once I end the session, you can be like, okay, this is how long it took me. How long did it take you? Peyton says, yeah, she got everyone in the wrong. Yeah, for real. Like, the Pokemon that has the lowest spawn rate for Paradox in this game, and she got it within, like, 10 minutes. That is ridiculously lucky. Ah! We still got some time. He's just when we get one, it better be like a perfect. As long as he's taking us, he better be perfect stat and super shiny. That is all I'm saying, chat. All right. Ah, of course. Angel says 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh God. If you get Sandy Shocks in 5 minutes too, Angel, I'll give you my shiny crown. Like I said, when it came to Sword and Shield, like I was much luckier in that game when it came to shiny hunts than I am in this one. It just says my first Slithering was within 10. Okay, so it's 5 minutes for Roaring Moon and 10 minutes for Slithering. I apologize, Angel. My bad. Okay. Hey, hey. Okay, we're gonna do a pep talk for him, guys. Hey, you. Yeah, you asshole. Be shiny. Be shiny the next time we come around, or I will hunt you to extinction. Again, because you're from the past and you went extinct. So now he's gonna be shiny for us, chat. I promise you. He better be. Of course he's not. Peyton says Slither took me an hour. I don't have him yet. Like I said, when I did it the first time, we ended up with 2 Venomoths, so that's why I'm kind of holding up on him too. That and the fact that Danielle here gave us a shiny Slitherwing, so I'm like, okay, cool. We don't have to do him for a little bit. We can move on to something different. But she also gave it a weird nickname. I don't remember what the nickname was. It was something boob. Ah, goodness. So many of them, but just no shine. We got 7 minutes left, so that's not too bad. Alright. So let's see. Payne says, "Oh, I remember Ben. Dude, I went on a rant. I was so because like here's the thing: most people be excited about like, oh, cool, shiny, yay. For me, it's like, no game. Give me variety. Give me something different. Gosh. Uh, Like I said, I was literally the only man who would complain about a shiny Pokemon. 1 second, Angel, and I read your comment after I check these boys. I see it, I just haven't been able to read it yet. Angel says, finishing up some mons for Sunday, and then I'll go hunting. Might have to get another herb first, though. Hey, there you go, Angel. That's right, Daniel gave us Boob, Ghost Balls, and D's Nuts. That's right. Ghost Balls was Ghastly, D's Nuts was Psyduck, and Boobs was Slitherwing. Which I did not know you can name, like, you could change nicknames on Pokemon now, because this is the first game where, like, you get a Pokemon from a different owner and you could change the nickname. Because, like, in past Pokemon games, you couldn't do that. Which I was like, huh? Angel says, I actually used the bug one. I'm gonna try the fighting one the next time that we do him. We might do another sandwich. I'm not sure yet. I don't want to hunt for him anymore. But I also have stuff I gotta do. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do another one, unfortunately, today, chat. Unfortunately. Alright, so let's go up here and check to see. How much time we got? We probably got like 5 minutes, yeah. I actually called the exact time. Hey, what's up, Derek? How are you doing today, dude? We got Derek with the like as well. Much love to you, Derek. You just caught us right towards the... Thank you, phone. I don't know what that's all about. You actually just caught us right about the end of stream. Actually, I still have a couple hours before Danielle gets off too. We'll do one more sandwich, guys. We'll do one more sandwich. Especially since Derek just got here. Plus, I'm stubborn. I want a shiny. God damn it. I want my shiny. Angel says, ended with 2 Slitherwing and 2 Venomoth from the same set. Dude, that, like I said, the most I've ever gotten from one sandwich is literally 3 Pokemon from one. And here's the problem, too. I wasn't even streaming when that happened. It was on Danielle's page, her stream. So, like, everyone has to take my word for it. I ended up with the... Oh, God, I don't even remember what I ended up with. I'd have to look. Penny said, let's do it! Dude, that was my favorite part about her Let's Play of High on Life, was the Let's Do It guy. That shit was so much funny. Such a great... And Danielle's gonna yell at me this again, but to put that code in, but I will definitely be able to play on some High on Life. And she's not already typing it in chat, yelling at me about it. Okay, so no to any of these boys. Alright, so how much time? What? Derek says, Fuga Foods. Let's do it. Daniel also says, let's do it. I'm probably going to regret asking this, but what the hell is Fuga Foods? I don't know what that is. I feel like he just debated me. I can't believe there was a space Applebee's in that game, too. God, if I don't quit yawning, I'm gonna drown myself with the toaster. YouTube him. Alright, I'll check him out later. I felt like you were debating me into something, though, Derek. Alright. I almost knocked down some stuff. Alright, so no. Peyton says fucking Applebee's, man, dude. That was funny. I actually, yeah, Daniel and I were actually on a Danielle and I actually were on a Discord call in that session because that was the end of the game. So we were in a Discord call together. That was a lot of fun. Derek says Fuga Fuji experiments with the most expensive cut of meat. Ooh, I would definitely be interested in that because I like cooking. I'll definitely have to check that out. All right, how much time do we have? Okay, so we got about 50 seconds left. So once we get up here and turn around, that'll be our last check for this sandwich. I'm still debating on whether or not to do another sandwich night because I'm looking at time and I'm thinking about all I have to do. So I might have time to do one more chat. Plus, you guys haven't seen me in 2 days because of stuff going on. So yeah, you know what? Fuck it, we'll do another one. Who's down for another one? Derek says he's a legend. Awesome experiments. I'll have to check him out for sure, man. Because like I said, I like cooking, and I also watch like a bunch of cooking. That's how I started watching Hell's Kitchen. Actually, believe it or not, was YouTube. Like a channel uploaded uncensored like the entire some entire seasons of it. So I was definitely watching it on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and close the game, open it back up, and we will go from there. So yeah, since you guys haven't seen me in a couple days, and if I don't go live for one day, I like to go a little bit longer. But since it was two, we'll do one more sandwich. But this officially will be the last one, and we will go from there. But we're gonna go. I guess we'll go for Roaring Moon instead of Sandy Shocks. And Peyton, your luck didn't work, man. Okay, so let's do a picnic. So like I said, yeah. Angel says shiny trade. Not right now, Angel. Like we're just gonna do the sandwich for right now. In order to go ahead and get that ready to go. Because like I said, I had to really debate here if I had the time to do one more, but oh, do we not have? Okay, we do have avocado. I was gonna say like, wait, I might not be able to do one. I don't have avocado. So yeah, we'll trade later though, Angel. Like I said. Okay, so let's get the onion on there first. Hey, what's up, Martin? How are you doing today, dude? Martin says, let's fucking go, buddy. Martin with the like and the share. Much love to you. Like I said, guys, I was really debating on, like, do we have time to do one more? And you know what? I might have some stuff later to do after I play some Warzone with Danielle and things like that. But, you know, it's definitely worth going another 30 minutes because, like I said, you guys haven't seen me in a couple days. And plus, I like playing video games for you guys. It's a lot of fun. Alright, fuck that bread. And then, boom. There we go. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go for Roaring Moon this time as opposed to Sandy Shocks because I'm so tired of being disappointed with him. Plus, we have a chance to, you know, get an actual dragon shiny. Payne says, I'm sorry, if you go Sandy Shocks again, then I would go to the first stage. No worries, bro. No worries. Like I said, I was just messing with you when it came to, like, your shiny luck not working for us. I see you. Never mind, I see you doing drag. Yeah, we're gonna go for Roaring Moon this time. Like, we'll do Sandy Shocks again tomorrow, but I want to just do something different. Change it up a little bit. Alright, let's go to save. Martin says, I'm good, thanks. Just finished work. Now time to chill. Hope you're well. Been better, man. Been better. I mentioned it in the Discord that the reason we didn't stream Monday is I was having severe back and stomach pain, which I'm hoping it's not because of medical issues that I had last year. Oh wait, not down there. I'm a dummy. We gotta go this way. I'm hoping it's not due to medical issues I had last year, but it was so bad that I was in tears. And for people who don't know me, they if I mean for people who do know me, they know for a fact I can handle some pain. But this one was really, really bad to the point where I was in tears, and the only way like I got any sort of comfort was literally by sleeping. I slept until like maybe like 2 or 3 p.m. by the time my brother and cousin had to wake me up to check something. Uh, but yeah, I had slept the entire day, and then yesterday uh, there was some repair work going on that I've mentioned before, and it's just been stressful, man. Just been stressful, but it's getting better. Daniel says, "Watch you get another gibble." I better not get another damn gibble. If I get another gibble, I guarantee you, Bitter Vet's gonna be like sweating nervously. Like, gimme. Uh, I'm hoping to get because we already have two Zwellius. We have two Zwellius, and we already have two gibbles, so we don't need them at all. Yep, and then and Angel just mentioned it was Zwellius. Like, please no, just give us a Roaring Moonshiny. That would be nice game. Uh, you guys want me to rant, don't you? Like on how I'm tired of getting the same damn shiny over and over again. And for people wondering, like, what medical issue I'm talking about, because I mentioned before that I have seizures, but this one is actually different. Last year, 2020, or I should say 2021, I was diagnosed with diverticulitis, which is incredibly rare for somebody my age because it usually happens to people between their 50s and their 60s, and nobody can figure out like why I ended up having it. And like I apparently I had it for like 3 years running before it got to the point of where I had to have certain, which Danielle and Angel both were super mad at me because I didn't go to a doctor sooner to talk about it. Uh, but yeah, I had diverticulitis, and apparently I had it developing for to the point where it got way too out of control for 3 years. And so now, anytime I get a stomach pain, like it's so bad. Martin says, "No way, bro. I'm sorry to hear about that. Maybe it's to do with your chair. I don't know what it was. Like it was bad. Like my back does hurt from my chair right now, and like I said, I'm gonna go after stream. I'm gonna go on Amazon and probably order myself a new chair. Uh, Angel said she has some recommendations, so I'll probably see what she has to recommend for it. Just something to be able to sit on. Because, like I said, not only am I a big guy for being wide, but also I'm a big guy for being tall. So I definitely need the support. Too much diddling. Yeah, I might have had too much diddling going on, and that's why like everything ended up hurting. Ah, you stupid ghost dog! I didn't mean to run into you. I didn't mean to call you stupid. You're actually cool. I'm sorry. Who laughed at that? Was that? I'm taking it that was Danielle. Yep, that was Danielle. But yeah, like in 2021, like I at first like as a clarification, like I thought, and my doctor thought this as well because I went to talk to him. We both thought it was a pulled muscle that I had in my side because I sleep really weird, and he even knows that. Uh, and like it kept going like in the same place over and over and over again. And one day it got to the point where it was coming every day and getting worse. And if it wasn't for Danielle and Angel, like especially Danielle, like constantly telling me to go to the hospital, like I wouldn't have gone. And apparently, this is true. So you guys can take my word for it. It developed so bad that had I waited legitimately one more day, I would have been dead. And funny enough, like one of my somebody I'm related to, I hadn't seen her in a while. And first time I saw her, she was like, "Well, have you been?" I said, "Well, I almost died." And she goes, "Blake." And I went, "What?" "Well, it's true." "Do you want me to lie?" Something to sit on. Yeah, I need somebody's face to come here so I could sit on their face. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not how that works. Uh, but I ended up having surgery for the diverticulitis. They took out part of my colon and had to reattach some organs and shit like that. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm good. And the doctor said, well, no, not entirely. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, well, it can always come back. And since surgery now is no longer an option for you, you'll be stuck in the hospital for a few days with antibiotics pumping through your system. I'm like, I don't want that. Just let me die at that point. I'd rather stay home and stream. Bard says you can find some stuff to sell on Amazon, I guess. Hey bro, send me your wish list for those type of things to sit on. Like I'll check them out, tell you if they're any good. Fade says Jesus, yeah, bro. That's like it got bad. And I remember for a fact Angel was so mad at me for it. She's like, next time go to the fucking doctor. I'm stubborn. I am stubborn, chat. Unfortunately for Angel and Danielle both, they're also stubborn though in my defense, especially Danielle. She's definitely stubborn. So in my defense, it's not my fault. Martin laughing. Yep, there goes Danielle. It could have been prevented, but you're stubborn as hell. I learned it from watching you. Angel says I will murder you next time myself. I do have a funny story with it though. The first day I was diagnosed, they get to they most women are especially the women in my life, like they definitely are stubborn as all hell. But I'm just stubborn because like it's me. I've always been stubborn. But anyways, the first day I had it, uh they gave me some morphine to get rid of the pain because of how bad it was, and they also gave me a bunch of they had my arm hooked up with a bunch of IV fluids, and so I was like, man, they put a lot of stuff in my arm. So I went to go take a picture of it, and I I thought I took a picture of it. And it took me a minute to realize like I didn't take a picture of my arm. My phone was on selfie mode, so I took a selfie of myself, and it took me like maybe like 20 minutes to realize like, oh shit, I took a selfie of myself. Hazel says I will red rum you myself next time. And Daniel says, oh, Angel, did Facebook get your comment? Yeah, be careful on what you say, Angel. Don't forget, like, I didn't get rid of it. It was probably Facebook. Like, Facebook's bad for censorship on the straight. So that's why, like, I try to say, like, different things. Like, to the point of where, especially you guys out there that are my adult audience will understand, like, what the hell I'm talking about. Daniel says, you and me, Poe. It actually got to the point yesterday. I will say this. The pain got to the point yesterday because or not yesterday, but Monday, because it literally lasted all day. Where, yeah, I almost had to go to the hospital because even my mother was like, "If it's your stuff acting up again, you need to go to the hospital." I'm over. Yeah, don't hurt me for this, Angel and Danielle. I was like, "Nope, nope, I'm not going to the hospital. I'll be all right. I'm just gonna go to sleep." Angel said, "Yes, yes, it did. Of course it did." Angel, be careful. You don't want to get that Facebook ban. Not a ban from the page, like Facebook, like how they ban people's accounts and shit for so long. Martin says Facebook say, yeah, we were just talking about that, Martin. We were just talking about that earlier in the stream. Yeah. Because you remember back in the day, like, when you used to be able to say whatever you wanted and, like, nobody batted an eye on Facebook. Now you even use the word fuck in your, comments or anything like that. Facebook, like, loses their mind. Which, like I said, I'm fine with cursing and everything. Obviously, I do it. Like, I'm fine with cursing. I just, like, remind you guys, like, to be careful what you say. Not for the fact you'll get banned from me. It's just the way Facebook does it, without a Peyton says you're digging yourself in a deeper hole then, buddy. I know, they're probably messaging me right now, like, telling me I'm an idiot. I need to go. But I don't, like I said, like, usually I can handle some pain. Like, for example, my back hurts, but it's not too bad to the point where I can't handle it. Like, my pain tolerance is super, super high. For everybody that doesn't know, like, it's ridiculously high, and I can normally deal with it. But yesterday's pain was so bad, like, I was literally bent over on my kitchen counter, like, kind of slapping it with tears in my eyes because of how fucking bad it was hurting yesterday. Danielle says Blake with the that's her disappointed mom voice, I could tell. She does that to me a lot. Danielle says it's not cursing. There's sentence and answers. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough, Danielle. That's the best. That's the best way I've ever heard it described. Angel says just plotting. I have your address. Remember, I wish you guys would forget my address. I wonder who gave it to you. I wonder who leaked my address to people. Ah. As long as you don't say what state I'm in, Angel, because, like, I had somebody here who literally figured out. They're part of the community, but I haven't seen them in a while. They legitimately figured out where I live just by talking about a couple of towns close to me. They're like, wait, I know exactly where you are. And, like, apparently a store that I go into a lot to get, like, drinks and shit like that, they're like, yeah, we know. And I'm like, thanks, guys. Thanks for telling this individual. Because this person's a truck driver and they just happen to know it. So I was like, for safety purposes for later on, like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I can't mention, like, what state I'm in anymore. Even if somebody guesses it right, I'm not gonna say what state. Just know I said deep south. That is all I will say. I'm in the unfortunate deep south, even though I don't have the yeehaw accent. Angel said it's saved in my Amazon. Oh, great. Well, fortunately, I had. Actually, no, I don't. I had to check my old phone if that one still even works. I had to check my old phone to see if I still, in fact, have your address, Angel. And there's what. You guys are going to call me stupid for this. There's another reason I don't want to go back to the hospital ever again, guys. Hospital food sucks ass. Angel says deep south. Yeah, deep south. Yes. Peyton says knock knock, bitch, open up. That's how it's gonna be one day. Is that shiny? Wait, that is shiny. Okay, that's different. It's not Palmy, it's Palmo. We'll take it. There we go. Hey, there we go. Something different that's shiny. Daniel says, going after Roaring Moon to see if I get it before Blake. I swear to God, if you get it before me, I'm going to be a little bit upset. But also, you've been trying him for a long time too, Danielle. So I wouldn't be that upset. But yeah, there we go. We got a Palmo. Shiny. And here's the thing. The sandwich did not affect him. What the fuck, game? You going to give me that before you give me Roaring Moon? I see how you are. Payne says, oh shit. Angel with the laughing emojis. Bro, like, I have not had him before, so we'll take that. We will. It's different. We'll take it. Angel says, and still, I know, and still no Roaring Moon. Like, what? What the fuck, game? Why didn't you give it to us? Gosh, Jesus Christ. We don't need another Zwellius too, because of the fact that we have two of them, and one of them I can evolve into Hydreigon. So thankfully, we don't need him. That was just a random shiny. That was not affected by the shiny sandwich. Shiny sandwich. Hey, it says what's wrong, dude? For real, because like he's not dragon at all. He's electric. I just happened to notice. Like, wait, you're not normally pink. Otherwise, I would have probably just honestly walked right past him and would not have noticed until somebody in chat says I missed him. Alright, so let's turn around. I swear though, if Danielle gets Roaring Moon before me, I will give her my crown. But also, if Angel gets Sandy Shocks before me, I'm gonna have to break the crown in half, the shiny crown I own, and give that to them. Which I thought about. As you guys know, I like having little prop things around every now and then. For that. Angel says Ryan took the form of Palmo. Bro, like like, what are the odds? Like, we get a shiny, but it's not the damn one we got. And Danielle says immediately got Zuelius. That's like Danielle's 6th or 7th one at this point for shiny Zuelius. Unless, like, she's just like, no, fuck this Pokemon, I'm resetting. She's gotten him so many times, she's so tired of him. Danielle, that is your cursed Pokemon. Without a doubt. Sue says, I just got 2 God damn it. Congratulations, Sue, but damn it, how come we haven't gotten ours yet? Sue here has obtained 2 Sandy Shocks. My goodness. And I haven't found one yet. But yeah, like I said, Shiny Zuelius, Danielle, is your curse shiny for this game. For me, it's probably between Fluttermane and Diglett. I've caught them so many times in this game. I'm just like, no. We're not even getting that many Roaring Moons right now either. Let's see. How much time do we have left? Okay, we got about 12 and a half minutes. Angel says, I'll timestamp when I start start hunting Sandy. Okay, Angel. Well, here's the thing. After the sandwich, I do have to unfortunately end the stream. I did want to go a little bit longer because, again, I haven't been live for 2 days, so I want to go longer for you guys. And between the first session and this session, we've been live for 4.5 hours. And unfortunately, I have stuff I have to go do off stream, and also I have to get yelled at by you and Danielle. Also, Angel, don't forget to send me those chair recommendations because I'm going to look on Amazon for one. Alright, so no to them. Angel says, it's alright, I'll send you a pic when I get it. Oh, man. Angel's gonna try to break my heart today by getting Sandy Shocks. I kind of hope you don't get him. I know that's terrible for me to say, but I hope Angel doesn't get him. I want to get him first. What's my budget? I gotta check my bank account. That's a good question. That is a good question, though. If nothing else, I can use one of our credit cards for it. Ah! But I prefer not to because they're kind of a pain in the ass to pay off. At least the sandwich wasn't a total waste. We did get something different. The thing is, too, he can evolve now because how many times? Oh no, he can't. He has to be out of the ball. I forgot. I was thinking like he was just steps for a second, but no, he's you actually have to walk around with him. Oh, you Roaring Moon. Will you please be shiny? I'll even take another shiny Zuelius or Gibble at this point. So, another thing to end today on a high note. See, I don't remember what the odds are, chat, either for like using the shiny sandwich along with the shiny charm. That's something I still haven't looked up again. I used to know it off the top of my head, but like I don't remember it now. Angel says I have to get another herb. Good luck, Angel. Unfortunately, I can't. You can't trade herbs to other players, which is unfortunate. Like, which kind of sucks, because I remember in Pokemon Sword and Shield, like you were able to trade ingredients to each other because there were two exclusive ingredients, one or two exclusive like items that you could get in both Sword and Shield. Like one would be on Sword, one would be on Shield, so you could like literally buy the item and trade it to another player. I just don't for the life of me remember what they were. Alright, how much time do we got left? About 8 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Still can't believe we got Shiny Palmo, though. Like, out of nowhere. Come on. I don't want to have to sing the Shiny song, but I will, if it helps us find one. And also, of course, Danielle would get Shiny Zuelius again. Danielle, do you know how many of those, if you're still watching, do you know how many of those you've actually gotten at this point? Alright, so nothing from that guy. Nothing from him or those two. Be green already. I want you to be green, my friend. Like I said, him and Sandy Sharks are definitely gonna be our hardest to obtain shiny. And then after we get hopefully all the Paradox Pokemon shiny, we are gonna go for something different in the world. Danielle says 6, I think. That's not too bad. That is not too. Well, I mean, obviously it's bad because you want some variety, but still, maybe you'll get a shiny Gibble, Danielle, if you haven't caught him already. Oh god, I thought that was shiny for a minute. Angel says roughly 1 in 512 for the shiny charm and the sandwich mixed together, Angel. Because like I said, Danielle, he is definitely your cursed Pokemon this generation for shiny. Did not mean to run into you, Ghost Boy. We're just gonna run. As long as we don't get in like the endless catch loop, we are good. Angel says, okay, okay. See, I couldn't remember what the odds were off the top of my head, like I said, but appreciate you looking it up for me. Because, like I said, without the second monitor, like I literally have to look up stuff on my phone, which could take a good minute. Like I said, watch Danielle get it well before me. Which I'm honestly surprised that Danielle, in fact, has not got it yet. Just due to the fact of how many times she has done a shiny sandwich down here. Like every time I heard like she was telling me, yeah, I'm gonna go for Roaring Moon again. I'm like, okay, cool. She'd send me a picture and be like, why? And it would be shiny Zoelius. Hey, there! I told you, Danielle. I told you were gonna get something different. Danielle has also obtained a shiny Gibble. Very nice. That's something different because, like I said, I don't think you actually have had him yet. Congratulations, Danielle. All right. So, how much time do we got? So we got about 5 minutes left for today's session, everybody. And like I said, This is definitely the last one because I have to go do some stuff off stream, unfortunately. We got Megan with the light. Thank you, Megan. How are you doing today, dude? All right, so we're still looking for Zuelius. Zuelius. Roaring Moon, not Zuelius. Uh, just because he was on my screen, that's why I said his name. All right. Be nice if we got a second shiny, but I mean, Pomo showing up without like being boosted for it is definitely a nice feeling. Because it's something different. Because like we've already caught both two Zueliuses and 2 or 3 Gibble at this point down here, so we needed something different. But even though the big prize is still our Roaring Moon shiny. I was just glad too, like when Zuelius first, or when he popped up again for us the second time, that I was able to catch him without messing up, due to the fact that I desperately needed that shiny redemption after killing the very first one I came across. Uh, that was so sad. All right, so no to them, no to him. If I remember correctly, too, think I said I had enough for 7 sandwiches, which this one I'm gonna have to save due to the fact that we did get a shiny. Pokemon, but we still have enough for 6 others as well. So for tomorrow's session, we'll be able to go after Sandy Shocks once again. Thankfully. Of course, after we do some after we do some more raids. Alright, so no it's in any of those guys. Something tells me too, like later on we're gonna find a shiny Golduck down here. Alright. So this one's okay, no, we got 2 minutes left. So we still have 2 minutes in hopes of getting our Roaring Moon. And eventually, like I said, we need to, which I might need some help from the community for this, just because of the fact, like, of how many we still have left to obtain. I might need some help for Pokemon Violet, possibly in the Discord, to get the shiny charm in that get our shiny charm in there, so we get it shiny up the Paradox Pokemon on that one. Peyton says you can get Sandy Shocks next time at Research Station 1. I could feel it. Dude, I will definitely check there, bro. I will definitely check there. And Danielle found another shiny Zuelius again. Danielle, like I said, he is your cursed Pokemon. He is your cursed Pokemon without a doubt. I was actually kind of jealous the first time, like, Danielle had found him shiny, because she had found him like two or three times at this point. It's like, damn, I'm not finding anything down here, and she just keeps finding him shiny at this point. Which is unfortunate because like I know she wants some variety, because I feel her on wanting variety for shiny Pokemon. Like, yeah, it's cool you get a shiny Pokemon, but at the same time, it's like, game, for the love of God, give me something else. Payne says, another one. Oh, goodness. I feel like we're not gonna get another shiny Pokemon. Hey, MJ says still alive. Yeah, we're about to end it. We are just about to end it, MJ. Uh, this is actually our second thing for it, just due to the fact that my internet decided to, of course, crash on us. So the first one was lost. So we've been for total time today. That was our last one. We do have to save it. So let me go back up to the surface. I'll go to Zaptown to save it. Our first one ended on us, unfortunately, like I said, but we have been live for about 4.5 hours total today. Maybe a little bit. Wait, if it was we're at 3.5 hours, so plus an hour, that's 4.5. But no, we've been live for 5 hours actually, because the last one was 5.5 or 1.5 hours plus this time. So that's it. That. MJ says I finally got a shiny Bombardier. Hey, very nice, MJ. Very very nice. The only thing we got shiny today was this Palmo. Can I throw out? Oh no, I can't. I was gonna show him off chat. Hang on, change position. Yeah, look at that pink boy. Look at him. He's so cute. And here's the thing: he wasn't affected by the sandwich, so he's just random. But all right, we're ready to throw our save down, so we don't have to save again. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. Hang on, let me switch. Come back to the front, and just in case, I don't remember if I saved or not. But alrighty, guys. And we just hit the 3.5 hour mark for this one. But alright, guys. I have to end today's session here for today. Because, like I said, I have some stuff I have to go do off stream. And I also have to go chair hunting as well. But we will be live tomorrow. And again, like I said, it's been a stressful week. It's been a stressful week with everything messing up and things like that. And I appreciate you guys being patient with me, not being able to stream for the past couple of days. It's very, 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 very grateful for that. MJ says hatching shiny rufflet right now. Nice, MJ. Nice. Peyton says have a good day, Blake and chat. Much love to you, Peyton. Thanks for hanging out with us today. But like I was saying, even though it's rough today, and I always try to spread as much positivity as I can, I know for a fact it'll get better. Tomorrow will be a brand new day. And we will just go from there, everybody. But until then, I am going to end today's session. And again, thank you guys for your likes, your shares, your stars, and your follows. It is highly, highly appreciated. I'm going to go clean. And then after, I'm going to get everything readied up so I could play some Warzone with my best friend. So until tomorrow, guys, always, always remember, stay awesome and stay positive. Bye, everybody.